past 2. A little drunk, but I'm alright. Cause I've been hanging with you, and it feels like love. Tell me if I'm wrong, cause it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. Hey. I think about you and I want you here with me. Am I out of my mind? Or is this how it should be? You made me sing about love. So just tell me if I'm wrong. But it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Yeah! Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. A little crazy for you. Hey. A little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now, baby. I'm a little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now, baby. Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. I feel crazy. A little crazy for you, baby. Yeah, yeah. Little crazy for you now. Oh, yeah, crazy for you. Walking home late at night, maybe 2:30. A little drunk, but I'm alright. Cause I've been hanging with you, and it feels like love. Tell me if I'm wrong, cause it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. Hey. I think about you and I want you here with me. Am I out of my mind? Or is this how it should be? You made me sing about love. So just tell me if I'm wrong. But it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Yeah! Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. for you now, baby. I'm a little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now, baby. Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this too. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. I feel crazy. A little crazy for you, baby. Yeah, yeah. Little crazy for you now. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, crazy for you. Walking home late at night, maybe 2:30. A little drunk, but I'm alright. Cause I've been hanging with you, and it feels like love. Tell me if I'm wrong, cause it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this too. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. Yeah. I think about you and I want you here with me. Am I out of my mind? Or is this how it should be? You made me sing about love. So just tell me if I'm wrong. But it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Yeah! Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this too. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. A little crazy for you. Hey. I'm a little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now, baby. I'm a little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now, baby. Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this too. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. I feel crazy. A little crazy for you, baby. Yeah, yeah. Little crazy for you now. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, crazy for you. Walking home late at night, maybe 2:30. A little drunk, but I'm alright. Cause I've been hanging with you, and it feels like love. Tell me if I'm wrong, cause it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. want you here with me. Am I out of my mind? Or is this how it should be? You made me sing about love. So just tell me if I'm wrong. But it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Yeah! Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just made me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. A little crazy for you. Hey. A little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now, baby. I'm a little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now. A little crazy for you now, baby. I don't know what you do.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream, guys and girls. How's everyone doing tonight? Tonight we're going to be on Meet the Gamers with special guest Jeff Favignano. Be sure, guys, that you go over and let me get back to this. Be sure, guys, you go over and check out Geoffrey and Game the Cookies. They're also live, and Jeff is linked down below. And make sure you go check out all these guys and show them some love. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the show. I'm going to go ahead and switch over the scenes again here to the live scene. How's everyone doing, man? Good to see you guys. Arkham, Obsidian up in the house. Repool, what is up? You guys are new. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Sorry, guys, I'm a little winded. How's everyone doing, man? To all my members, appreciate you guys. OG Boy up in the house. Gamertron. Repool's up in the house. Cool Life. Appreciate y'all, man. Terry's up in the house. What's going on, Terry? How you doing, brother? Kaka's up in here. GTA by Steve's. What's up, man? You are new. Welcome to the live stream, man. Good to have you. Good to have you. Nick is up in the house. You are also new, Nick. Good to see you, man. Arkham, Obsidian. What's up, man? Hey, man, first time in one of your live streams. Glad to be here. What's up, man? Welcome, dude. I'm glad to have you here. 87 Lee, there's my assistant director of the Discord right there. What's up, Lee? How you doing, man? Guys, let's go ahead and switch the scenes over. Am I unmute and undeafen?
Nice.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't yet. We're still talking with Sneaky. Maybe I shouldn't yet, but we are live. Give me 1 second, guys.
For everything.
All right, guys, we are ready to go. Just waiting on him to come in.
Yeah,
I'm actually a little nervous now.
Yeah.
I am actually a little nervous now.
You can't help it. You can't help it, man. It's
I wasn't nervous at all until now.
All right, so when I go back up, just know he'll drop down any moment. So just be ready. Hold your bladder. That's all I can say. All right. Enjoy, guys.
We're going to put his thing right up there.
I think about
all right, chat,
you.
We are ready to go. Jeff Favignano is going to make his appearance in the studio at any moment. I wish there was like a virtual
insurance
that we could open. Yeah, like a curtain.
Yeah.
where he comes.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. The applause sign goes up.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I didn't even realize there was 84 people watching. Holy cow!
You got 84 people watching. Holy cow,
84 people watching.
Yo, hold on. Yo, hold up. Jeff just dropped in, guys. Y'all missed it.
I seen him.
Then bounced out.
Oh, let me turn my lights off. I got to turn
What's
my
up,
lights on.
Doug? How you doing, man?
What's up? Dalton is up in the house. What up, Dalton? How you doing, man? What is up? And Six are up in the house. Dalton and Six are being members right there. What's up, Big Jess? How you doing? Good to see you, Big Jess. See you in the house. Jeff Favignano is in the house. How you guys doing, man? Good to see y'all.
Options to turn on my camera or anything like that. And I did terrible. I did terrible promotion. I didn't even. Tell
I'm doing good, Dalton. I'm doing good, man.
That's fine. But you got to kind of fly under the radar from time to time, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I made sure to @you and tag you and everything, so I did it for you.
Perfect.
I did the same. I did the same in my description. In my description, I did.
So Jeff Favignano, ladies and gentlemen, of course he is going to be linked down in the description.
You always say my name wrong, by the way.
What?
My
Do
last
I
name.
say the G?
You always pronounce it incorrectly. Yes.
Favignano.
It's Favignano.
Favignano. I told you that, Geoffrey.
Yeah.
You see, you never listen to me.
Jesus. And you say it in the beginning of every single one of your videos. Like you say it all the time in your videos.
Not all of them. Not all of them. I do it with LSPDFR. Just 'cause, you know, you never know.
Embarrassing.
New people.
No, I think I've actually been saying
funny.
Jeff Favignano myself. I think I have.
Am I the only one that ever said it? Like that ever said it?
I don't
like
think
that?
so. That's usually the common mispronunciation. It's because the G and N are silent. It's a Sicilian name, so it's Favignano.
It's Favignano, ladies and gentlemen. Get your shit right, okay?
Favignano. Okay. Yeah, I've always said Favignano. I've always said Jeff Favignano too. I believe we have always said it that way. But
you are forgiven. I don't care about that. I was just gonna let you know because it's just funny to hear it. I'm like,
And it's good to know.
Favignano.
Yeah, it is good. I'll never make that mistake again. It's you know, and one thing that
what up, John Richard up in the house? What's up, John? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man.
A lot of.
What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you guys up in here, man. Appreciate y'all showing love.
You're a very humble guy. You know, 100 subscribers, 100,000, 1 million. One thing that one thing that I have noticed since we've been talking is you're a super humble guy. You don't. Not saying that everybody over there with million, but there are guys out there that when they hit 1 million, they're
they go like this.
They're royalty, you know. Yeah. And you are far from that, man. And I can only.
What up, Martin? How you doing, man? Good to see you. I'm doing good, brother. Good to see you, Martin.
One day is to be
Thank you for showing up.
Not if I make it, when I make it to that level, you know, I want to be just like that. But did you ever find it hard to? Probably not, right? Like just staying to being yourself. Is it with outside influences? Was it hard to be yourself as you started climbing up in subscribers?
I don't think the thing is like, you know, when I was just telling the guys in the previous room, I was like, you know, when I started out, like I don't feel different today than I did then. It's just seeing the numbers change and the influence you can have in other people. The coolest thing is seeing the impact of like people that were watching back when I started to today, and they're all adults with like careers, and they're like, hey, I watched your flight sim videos. Now I'm a pilot, and they're flying airliners. And then there's guys that are like full-blown law enforcement officers now because they watched LSPDFR. So that was always really cool. And then I had, you know, friends in law enforcement, and they were like, what you do is really, what you guys do is really neat. You make it an approachable subject and then bring gaming into it. You're doing a great service to seeing, you know, not making it into like a huge monster that other people get scared and they don't understand law enforcement.
What up, Jay? How you doing, man? Welcome to last stream, man. Jeff is just doing what he loves with or without all the subscribers. Absolutely, I agree, man. I agree, man. Are you over from Jeff's crowd there, Jay? I don't think I've seen you here before, man. Just asking.
And it helps.
Good to have you, man. Nonetheless, good to have you, bro. Sorry, I have a camera here and one over here, so
I don't feel
indifferent. Used to looking at that one. Welcome to have. Good to have you, man. Welcome, brother.
At all. I don't think anybody should. I don't get the whole chasing of the numbers and social media at all. Like I understand why, you know, it's great to talk to somebody and to get that you know, kind of respect out of a company that you want to partner with or sponsor or whatever. That does, you know, that helps from what I've seen. But I've gone to PAX and stuff, and I've had companies that won't even speak to you unless they know what your number is. So I don't even tell them. I'm like, nope. I want to get to know you guys for you. And when I see them snub you or other people, I'm like, okay, I'll keep that in my mind. And they're like, later on, I'll get an email from the company to go, yeah, I'm not interested in working with you. Sorry. Just because of
Jay coming through subbing the channel. Appreciate you, man.
Out in the public.
But big fan watching Jeff like, long time. Good to meet you. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate you subbing, brother. Thank you so much, man.
That on this platform was pathetic.
Sorry, man. That was the wrong button, dude.
Legitimately.
Appreciate you, my guy.
YouTube.
Appreciate you, man.
I'm a huge fan of YouTube. I watch YouTube channels all over the place. Like I love it.
Same.
Over Netflix. So for me, I don't think anybody should be untouchable, in my opinion. It's like if you have the same ideas and you're involved in the same communities and things like that. That's the whole point of having a community. Not to divide it up and go, hey, I have X amount of subscribers, so I'm not talking to you. Who are you?
Right.
Hopefully that answers your question.
It definitely did. Did you ever see yourself getting you know, just to kind of segue off of that question, did you ever see yourself getting as, because you are big, right? Whether you're humble about it or not, you are big. You're known, well known, especially in our LSPDFR
very
GTA,
well,
FiveM community. Have you ever seen yourself, like, did you have aspirations to get as big as you are?
I wanted to be an airline pilot, man. I didn't.
Which you are, aren't you? I thought you are a. Okay.
No, I'm a private pilot, but I'm not.
That's what I meant, private pilot.
But I wanted to be an airline pilot. It was the biggest thing I wanted to do. And,
but you were the guy that directed the planes in, though, right? Didn't you have that job before?
Yeah, I did ground. That's what I did for years. Yes. And
I watched that in the airport simulator.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I had told you, Geoffrey, that I was like, you know,
Tom Fitzpatrick, what is that, man? Another channel sponsor right there. What is going on, man? How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
One of the biggest ones that was
Noah Pruitt up in the house. What's up, Noah? Good to see you guys. I sent Noah's up in here. Crazy Manuel. What is good, guys? Good to see y'all, man. Appreciate y'all showing love.
That it factor and like what people are wanting to see on YouTube, and you understand it. He's like,
I try to switch over and talk as much as I can, guys, but I don't want to interrupt the show.
What I was doing, and I was like, that's so cool. So I hit you up, and I was like, I have to tell you this because, you know, a lot of people.
Thank you, Jess, for hyping up the chat. Appreciate that, man.
Like, hey,
Big Jess hyping it up in here.
Keep doing what you're doing because you're doing something totally different than anybody else, and I find that really, really, really cool. And being a fan of YouTube, I was just like, it's weird to me. I get fanboy whenever I watch like a bunch of your guys' videos, and I'm like, oh, I get to talk to you guys. This is cool. So it goes both ways.
Well, that is extremely flattering. Like it really is to hear that from someone who's been around. I mean, you were like the original pioneer of LSPDFR, right? Like you and Bugs, you guys were like the original pioneers of that.
Which is so strange to me. It was just Bugs he started making videos, and then we started at the exact same time on YouTube. And we got together with LCDPS was the name of the RP group. And he was the deputy director. He's like, they made me deputy director. I don't know what this means or what any of this is. But he's like, I just make liveries for cars. I was like, oh hey, you know, and we got along like right out of the gate from there because we were, you know, and we both had the same hobbies. So I was like, I'm learning how to do YouTube videos. I was just going through a breakup at the time, and I was like, I have a lot of free time on my hands. I work crazy hours at the airport, so why not, you know, just make videos and have fun? That's what I did. I never thought it would do, you know, anything that it is today. I didn't think it would become a career at all.
Yeah. And it's hard too. It's really hard to get those to get people. That's two of the hardest things that Geoffrey and I have talked about. Two of the hardest things to get people to do is to hit the like button and to subscribe to your channel. You know, within the first 10-15 seconds of your video, if you're not catching people's attention, they're more than likely going to close the videos. So, but
that's the thing you guys have to deal with because when we started out, that wasn't a thing. It was long form content and. People liked you or they didn't. I don't know how they watched trash 27 frames per second garbage video of LCPDFR, but they did. And they saw what we were doing, which was, you know, everybody was doing like the hardcore RP stuff. And we were like, let's just do something different. Let's just have fun and act stupid, but still play
Thank you, Hawk. Appreciate that membership, brother. What's up, man? How you doing? You're fired, Hawk. You are fired. What's up, brother? Appreciate you, man.
Started that whole thing, which later became 5PD, and then we closed that up. But the whole spectrum there was something that no one else was doing on YouTube. And that's what, you know, I think propels you in YouTube is you're doing something that no one else is doing. You know, you have to give people a reason to want to watch you and then never have the idea in your head that, hey, everything that I record is gold. Everything I'm doing is great. Everybody's going to love me because that's absolutely incorrect. They are a subscriber. Make it a reason why, you know, I've been selfish for a year of my content and I made content I wanted to make, but I'm back to making stuff that people want to watch because they're subscribed for a reason. Like, you know, you can't get too far off the rails and go, you know, well, I'm doing what I want to do because then you're just kind of a pompous jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's definitely about what they want. You know, that's like you said, that's why they subscribe to begin with, because they come to your channel and they subscribe to see the content that initially they quote unquote signed up for, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
you definitely got to give the fans what they want, man, because it's at the end of the day, man, the subscribers are the foundation of our channels, and without them, it would just crumble and fall. You know, we would have nothing. So,
Yeah, and you guys are like smaller channels, so you were like in that early stages of like really understanding that you're in a community together and you're creating a community of people. And then whenever that starts to get, what happens is, you know, those numbers go up higher and you have more people. Well, now it's easy for those guys to get left in the dust. And you really got to make a conscious effort to not do that. Like to go, these guys have been around for years. That's why I take the time to like memorize people's avatars and names and things like that. There's times I'll be streaming and I know people by a first name basis because I took the time my entire
What's up, Moose? How you doing, man? Good to see you. The channel sponsor right there. Ashton up in the house. What's up, Ashton? How you doing, man?
Kind of relationship you have with subscribers, because it's, for me, it's weird for anybody to say I'm a fan of anything that you do. So I just break it down to like a personal level and go, hey, you are a person behind this avatar. You've never been garbage to me. You've never said terrible things to me in comments. There's no reason why I shouldn't have a line of respect with you. So those relationships have gone on for years and years and years, and I still see them.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing when you see those particular people around your channel that's been there from, you know, whether it's from when you first started, whether they subscribed at, you know, 700 subscribers, you know, you get those particular subscribers that tend to stick around, and you know, you get those like Jeffrey's talked about, the ride or die subscribers. Like they'll watch you no matter what you're playing. They'll watch you no matter what you're playing, no matter what your live stream. They will
say hey in every chat, and
they will watch you no matter what. And it is good. There's a lot of names that come in my chat where I can memorize those people. And if new names pop up, I especially know who those people are because I've never seen them before. I don't recognize that name. So I think that's a good aspect of it, is to memorize those names and avatars. Yeah, definitely.
I still know the name of my very first subscriber was Ross Parkin, and then Peter Loki was the second one. They actually subscribed like within a couple hours of each other. But Ross Parkin, my very first subscriber, still to this day comments in my videos.
Wow.
10 years down the road. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So, that is crazy. And it was fun. It was in 2007. I sent, because I had my AKG Perception 220 microphone that I had when I started the channel, and it died. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to send this to Ross. So I did. I sent it to Ross and gave him like a note and signed the mic. I said, hey, I don't think this signature's worth anything, but thought you would get a kick out of it. You're my first subscriber. So I sent that to him, and that was in 2007.
He's got to feel
2017.
He's gotta feel pretty special.
17,
not
feel
good, man.
17.
Jesus, Jeff Favignano's first.
What's
my
up, Cool
oldest
Live?
subscriber.
What is that,
still
man?
Comes into my chat.
You show
goes by the name of
respect. Y'all
JT,
work
the
hard to
Philly
make
Gamester.
content for
JT,
us, and we really do appreciate it and
has
love
been
it. Hey, what's up,
with
Cool
me
Live?
since
You are new.
30 subscribers.
Welcome to
My
live
first
stream, man.
15 was
Appreciate
all
you, man.
family.
Triple Monk,
It was
what is
all
up,
family.
dude?
My
What's
wife,
up, dude? It's been a long time since I've seen you, man.
My daughter, my mom,
a long
my brother,
time.
my sister. You know,
how you doing, brother?
So
Good to
JT,
see you,
35,
man.
he says he's in my chat
Triple
right
Monk
now.
has been around for a
This guy's
long
always been around.
time, man.
35
I've seen you
was
for a
like my
long time, dude.
Subscriber.
Hawk,
and
thank
it
you
was,
again, man, for
just been like you said, just all
thank
the
you again
live
for the
streams,
sponsorship, brother.
and sometimes you won't even know he's there. At the end of the live stream, he'll just be like, "Yo, great stream, thumbs up." And it's like, holy shit! Like I didn't even know you were in. I didn't even know you were here, dude. Like,
Master Ninja 2321. What is that? You are new, man. Welcome to last stream, man. Good to have you, bro.
You know, that's just awesome. That's huge. So I appreciate you.
Move up here a little bit, guys. Thank you. Closer to my buttons.
Gamester, number 35 subscribers. So one of my first real non-family subscribers was JT the Philly Gamester. What about you, Cooks? Do you remember your first subscriber?
You should. No,
give me a minute to think on it. I definitely think I do.
Too late.
Give me a minute to think on it.
Yes, this is Jeff, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is Jeff Favignano.
There you go. He got it.
I almost said. I swear to God, I almost said Favignano.
You did it a minute ago. I always know when people do it.
Oh my gosh, I did do it a minute ago.
Gene
I'm sorry.
Shabano, what is
you know,
up,
I
dude?
know
Good
you're
to
a humble
see
guy,
you.
but
It
dude, when
has
I
been a
tell
while,
you,
man.
You know,
it has,
you
Gene.
are
What's
literally
going
the
on,
reason
brother?
I got into.
Good to see you,
and I was just telling
Is
CJ
Zeno?
before we got started that
is Zeno up in here?
You know,
what's up, Nicholas? How you doing, man?
It was always a dream.
Is Zeno Supreme Canadian?
Meet the Gamer started off as just kind of me, CJ,
Cool Live coming through the $1 super
kinda
chat. Thank you, my dude.
shit.
I appreciate that, man.
Answering questions,
big money coming
questions
through
for LSPDFR.
Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you so much.
Two of those guys.
What's up, Zeno? There you are,
then,
man.
Matthew
Good
came
to
on.
see you,
Cookies.
man.
He came on, and then we said, you know what? Let's start having guests come on. Meet the other, meet the other gamers of the community. And you know, your name and Bugs's name, and it was always a pipe dream. It was always, man, could you imagine if these guys came? There's got to be many shows where we've talked about it.
Yeah.
I've even told people that, because there's always people that are like, I know Jeff. I talk to Jeff all the time, and I would tell him, I'll pay you $100 if you can get me in contact with Jeff Favignano, and they never did. But then
what's up, JT? Keeping the gamester, baby. What's going on, JT? The Philly GameStar in the house.
Can I ask you that without
see you,
trying
JT.
to put any kind of self spotlight on myself or anything like that? But how did you come across little old me with all the other bigger?
I mean, if you just search LSPDFR, you're going to get a huge, plethora of that. And for me, it was just, what I like to do is if I'm making a conscious effort to install this again and go down this road, I wanted to know what's going on, because I've been out of the loop for a long time. You guys picked up the pieces after we were like, we can't handle the absolute hornet's nest that is all the scripts talking to each other and crashing, and it drove you crazy. Whenever you could go to FiveM and never have a crash and go, well, now I have something that is workable. Now my install, because of you guys, because of Benzo and you and others that have videos that say this, use this, and this will cause a crash or whatever. Now I can play over an hour or 2 hours and it won't even crash on me. That was unheard of. Whenever I quit, when I quit, I was like, dude, it was crashing. I would get in 5 minutes in, you do an intro, and you'd be like, all right, let's go to the first one. But it wouldn't even do that. It would just crash straight to the desktop.
Yeah.
And you're like, here we go again.
That's a hard crash. That's a hard crash there.
I really hate the term the grind on YouTube and doing Twitch and things, or any kind of streaming, the grind. I don't like that word. But that turned into a grind. It was Groundhog's Day. How can you be genuine playing a game and making content when it's crashing so often that you have to repeat yourself? You have to do this over again. You have to, fly to this end of the map and make it, different.
It's an abusive relationship, man. It's an abusive relationship.
It is an abusive relationship.
You just want to keep going back to, man.
You can't get enough of it, man. You can't get enough of it.
Man.
No. So that was the reason why I quit. I was like, it's not a
What's up, Olivia's up in the house, channel sponsor right there, along with Grace Harvey up in here. What is up to all my moderators?
We're gonna go to this, or
appreciate you guys being here. What's going on, guys? Good to see you. What's up, Grace? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Oh God.
I was like, I'm done with that. Yeah. Let me try to pull this guy over, and hopefully he's gonna run and find the same car that they were in, and maybe people won't notice that that's a different driver.
Yeah.
There's a lot behind the scenes that you can make anything into it.
You ever found the same car and just shoot his back bumper to make him start running?
Oh yeah, you can do that too. That's a great one. That's why I love the auto pursuit script, where you could just hit the button and it would just create a pursuit.
Oh, through stop the pad.
I have that button. No, I think Grammar Police or Immersive has that button too.
No, it's stop the pad. It's stop you point stop the pad. You point your gun at the car, and you click T on the keyboard twice or up on the D-pad twice, and that initiates a pursuit with the perpetrator.
Grammar Police does it as well. Does it? It's like keypad 9 or something, where it will initiate a pursuit. And
I did not know that.
Dispatch will ask you if you need air support. If they'll even, you can even set up in your INI where dispatch will tell you to hold on the pursuit and give you authorization or not to continue with that pursuit.
I've been doing LSP4 this whole time, and how did I not know about Grammar Police? I not know that.
How dare you not know every single parameter in the file? You're not allowed to have that. That happens to me all the time. Man. I'm like, I didn't put my M4 in Glock in for a couple weeks, and people are demanding it. I'm we'll get to that, man. Let's walk before we run here. I'm getting back into this thing, and there's so much happening, and they're like, do Grammar Police correctly. So I started trying to do that. I'm like, I have no problem doing radio communications. I do it all the time. Do it in air traffic, whatever. But talking to a computer is a very different thing, and then knowing exactly what they want to hear, because the first time I used Grammar Police, I pretty much trashed half of the episode because it's me just getting mad at the dispatcher not listening to anything I was saying. And it was because I was doing what everybody else is doing when I watched LSPDFR videos. No, you have to be like, I want you to do this. And then it's like, okay, yeah, I can do that. Everybody else just kind of has theirs set up to where it knows what it already
I'm doing
knows
good,
what to expect
Repool.
out
I'm
of
doing
them
good.
when
Thank
they
you
talk
for
to
asking,
them.
brother. How are you doing,
that's
man?
been the learning curve for me.
You know, one of the things about LSPDFR these days that we were talking about the crash and stuff is that the mods these days that the developers, the more recent developers have put together, like Opus 49, he's the one that done Grammar Police, and I think he was also had a lot to do with Immersive Dispatch, which isn't up anymore. But Opus 49 did that one. He also did the LiDAR gun, which I love holding the radar gun in my hand and clocking speeders. I love doing that. He also did call out interface. But one of the things about LSPDFR today is I tell people that one of the tricks to having a near successful LSPDFR where you can run without having a crash every few minutes is, always using the most up-to-date, recently up-to-date, plugins, mods, scripts, callouts, whatever you're using. Make sure they're up-to-date. You don't want to use anything that's out of date too much because that can cause issues with your game. Even OpenIV modifications can do that as well. Not so much as the plugins and scripts, but up-to-date stuff I think is very important. And I've had people actually ask me, do you ever have crashes? I'm like, yeah, of course I do. It's just the nature of the beast with LSPDFR. But using up-to-date mods will prevent that a whole lot. It just prevents it a whole lot.
It does.
It does. It really does. It helps. It really helps.
And you're a big time pilot. I did have somebody that wanted me to, if you don't mind, do you mind answering pilot questions? I do have somebody by the name of Passenger Escobar who says you would understand that name.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. He said, could you ask, you got your private pilot license. Did you get your instrument rating? What aircraft do you train in? And what is your favorite airport?
Okay. I trained in a 172R before the glass cockpit, so old steam gauges. And then moving on from that, no, I did not complete my IFR. It was 145. It was in 2012, right when I started my YouTube channel. I was paying $145 an hour for dual in a 1976 172M that had like no backlighting. It was just a red splash light on it. And going up and doing instrument training in that, it was too much. I was floor poor, broke, and I was like, I can't afford this. I'm taking my paychecks from working at the airport or wherever and throwing it into flying. Like today, I could go get it done easily, but I just haven't done it for a lot of different reasons. I don't have like a reason to go fly. A lot of people need to fly from point to point, or they want to, further education in aviation and become an airline pilot or whatever. I don't feel like I need to be in the sky right now. I get a lot of enjoyment out of flight simulation because of that. But when I go and do a BFR, which is a biennial flight review, you have to do them every 2 years to stay current. I let that lapse, and then you have to go get a physical and all this stuff. But when you go back into it, it's like I didn't forget. I just do it. They're like, yep, you know how to fly. Things are fine. And you move on. But I don't have like a big reason to fly. And my favorite airport of all time, well, it's my hometown, St. Louis, of course. Lambert International.
Nice. St. Louis Cardinals, man. Nice.
Yeah, a lot of people always ask me that, and they said the Blues and all that. I'm not a huge sports guy. I like NASCAR.
Yeah.
A lot. But yeah, as far as like that's like Super Bowl Sunday, I'm like, put me down for MeetTheGamers. I have no plans for Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, St. Louis Blues, man, hockey fan right here, big time. I love watching a good hockey game. I've been to hockey games.
I love to see it in person. Yes.
Oh yeah, it's cool in person. I live in Tennessee, so I go watch years ago I used to go watch the Nashville Predators, and I watched them play the St. Louis Blues. And I think that was probably one of my favorite games was watching them guys play. But I just when you're in the hockey rink, one of the best places to sit is in the nosebleed section, right? Because from the nosebleed section, you get an entire view of the rink, but down by the ice as well. I tell people, if you're going to a hockey game, I don't care how hot it is outside, you're taking a jacket and you're taking some warm boots, because if you sit down by that ice, your toes are going to get cold. Because I always had a heavy jacket going to those games with me. But yeah, I definitely enjoy some. I enjoy some NASCAR myself here and there. Definitely, man.
Hockey. Yeah, hockey's great. I'm a big football guy.
Yeah.
Our hockey home team would probably be the Buffalo Sabres. That's I live maybe an hour, 45 minutes from Buffalo.
God,
you ever
I
fly
come up
into
there and see
the
that stadium?
Super Bowl.
My hope is the Eagles.
Okay.
I would love to see the Eagles win it, only because Kansas City is Kansas City. They took us out. I'm a Bills fan, Buffalo Bills.
Wait, isn't
fan,
that today? The Super Bowl's today, right?
It's today, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be rooting for Kansas City Chiefs because I'm St. Louis.
Right.
Yeah.
I was actually going for. I was hoping the Bengals were going to win. I always go for the underdog. I'm like, hey, you guys, it's yours. This is your time to shine.
Have you really, Jess? You shot photos for the LA Kings? No good joke, man. That is awesome, bro.
And the Bills and
do you have a photo you
they
can send me of them guys, like a
Bills
picture or something? Dude, I'll give you my P.O. box, man.
Skill at home.
I mean, I'll pay you for the picture. You're going to pay you for it, man. I'll definitely pay you for the picture. Dude, I would love to have a picture of the LA Kings. That'd be awesome.
Like a Puddle wanted to know.
Even if it's a shot just of one of the guys or the whole team, that would be great, man. You got anything like that laying around I could get from you, bro?
Great question. Honestly,
man, would love to have
always
something
had,
like
a love
that,
for
dude.
Police cars, and watching cops growing up. So when I saw LSPDFR the first time, was a YouTube channel, and it was showcasing the mod. It was G17 actually, because I'm a huge Grand Theft Auto fan, and I was like, you can do this? Oh, that looks awesome. I'm gonna do that. So I played it for a long time before I ever recorded it. I didn't even know how to record it. I was at the time doing video production.
What's up, Wallbanger? How you doing, man? Good to see you. I love hockey too, Big Jess. I love it. Bleach Gravity, what is going on, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you, dude.
I learned Premiere Pro. I learned how to edit from there.
And
then when I realized that I could take recorded video footage and then I could edit it.
What's everyone's favorite video script they use?
I was like, oh, this
I'll
is
ask him, Zeno. I'll ask him. If I get to it, I'll ask him, man.
Or whatever. And before I did that, I was a DJ. I DJ'd for a year doing weddings. So
absolutely, Terry. Yeah, you can DM me, bro. My DMs are open, man. You can DM me anytime you like to, man. Yeah, DM me through.
I'm done with this.
So Discord or Facebook, whichever one you prefer.
My own footage in there and started having fun with it, and then made the YouTube channel and uploaded it.
Did you get to eat free at those weddings? A lot of photographers. There's a big thing about photographers that say they should be able to eat free, which I agree. I think the photographers should be able to eat for free.
Every wedding I went to, I was always accommodated.
Good.
As you should be. Yeah, because that's yeah.
And I didn't just DJ. It wasn't just like, hey, we're just playing a playlist. Like we were one of the companies in St. Louis that did live mixing. So you actually had to learn how to do live mixing, and they would be like, hey, I want this song, or I want to mash up with this song.
Juice, I will do. Juice GME, what is up, man? Good to see you, man. Welcome to live stream. I will. Tony, what is up, dude?
I learned audio.
I think you are new, Tony. What is going on? Welcome to live stream, man. Good to have you. Good to have you, man.
Yeah, you had that live stream you did was a long one. That was great. I was popping in and out, throughout the night, just your karaoke with
karaoke
with you and your missus there. Yeah, that was great. Like that was great.
We love doing just random karaoke nights. Like we don't ever plan them, and nights. Like we still eat them. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to know. You have to be there. It's one of those things where everybody's just having a party together. Does not need to be on the internet. I'm surprised a lot of people haven't recorded.
Gone. Oh well, now they are.
But yeah. The only one that got deleted was my Owl City live stream I did. I didn't even know I did it. That was a random night. And then my second one, I knew I was doing it. It was just kind of a troll. But that one, I was still pretty three sheets to the wind, having a good time on New Year's. But yeah, a lot of that stuff is so weird to go back and watch it, as I don't. And it's the same thing. It's like, you guys know, if you bring your own footage in and you have to listen to yourself for a long time, I'm used to it now. I'm like, shut
Cool Life,
up.
you need
That's
my Discord link or the Meet the Gamers? Which one do you need? Cool Life.
Your inner self on in a video, you get to know you very well. You can self-edit yourself so much better. But people that have inflated egos think it's all gold. And it's like, dude, you can't make a video and go, hey, I'm not getting growth, or, this isn't happening. It's like, take a look at your content. Take a look at what you're doing here. Self-edit everything that you're saying is not gold. And when you realize that, you can You can start to go, okay, now I can move forward with this episode. I see, and then there's the whole thing of people like, oh, I don't like to edit. It's like, well, that's part of it, man. It just is. You have to get to learn to love it. And I had delegated that to my wife, Nicole, and she was editing my videos for a couple of years, and she did a great job with it. But I lost a connection with the videos and with the people that were watching them. And I was like, I need to take over and start editing my videos again, because it felt like a job. I was like, I'm just playing a game and then I'm sending off footage, and then we get edited and then upload it. I didn't feel like it was the whole reason why I started doing it. So I 100% am back to doing it myself now.
I think that's why I will never. I've had a handful of people ask me if they want me to, if they would like me to do if they would wish for it to be my editor. And I was like, I appreciate you asking. I appreciate you willing to do it. But one thing about it is that I enjoy editing. I don't care how long it takes me. I enjoy editing my own videos. It's my own touch. And if something's wrong with that video at the end of it, I only have one person to argue with, and that's me. So, and not only that, there's a lot of, it's somebody that you really have to trust to. Like when you edit your video, when you record your video and you send that footage to that person, they could really mess your channel up if they really wanted to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
the
all
amount of
about
times that you're just ranting about Windows 10 or something else. It's like people actually send that footage off to other people and go, yeah, no, because I've asked big YouTubers that have editors, and I'm like, how do you guys do that? And they're like, oh no, they're cool with it. I'm like, if you have a meltdown, you're okay with them having that footage? He's like, yeah, no, it's in a contract and blah 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 blah. I'm like, that's just a weird relationship to me. I'm like,
and you do have meltdowns.
Nicole hears it all the time, right down the hall. She knows what's actually going on, and she's edited the videos, but she's a much better video editor than me. But it really came down to just that disconnection of, imagine you just played the game and you just talked into a microphone, and then you get up and then here's the finished product and you upload it. It's a total different experience than you did that. Now I'm excited to make it into an episode or edit it into something that I want it to be.
Yeah.
That's the disconnection I think that happens between people that have video editors and people who don't.
Yep.
Yeah, my wife hears it all the time. Oh, go ahead, Cooks. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I do have a question for Jeff here.
Speaks.
So this is gonna be a very difficult question. It's
all right.
Very broad, I guess you could say. What would be your favorite LSPDFR mod / plugin?
The best one has to be Stop the Ped. I mean, Bajoljo changed the whole world with LSPDFR.
You can't do much without it. You just can't.
You can't. You can't. I mean, you have G17 that makes the mod, and that's incredible. But yeah, Bajoljo can't be touched when it comes to making that a thing. I really was I was very vocal about how much I did not like the run around in the background process stuff originally when that came out, and I cannot stand when somebody overuses the UI, and when you're loading in, because no one does it the correct way anymore. We all make videos on this. So
what up, Dylan? Channel sponsor there, Dylan Barnes up in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you, dude.
All that crap up when you go force duty. I'm like, here we go. Let me go grab a coffee. It's going to be 5 minutes of how this is a new version. You can still use it, but it's probably out of date by a day. Or everybody has to have all this information. And the trainer's on the left. You can't see the trainer. You hit F11 to bring up EUP to get your guy going. You can't see anything. It's just completely obscured by everything. That's my only thing that I don't like about those plugins. But with Bajoljo, was he refused to let you play the game. You had to exit out. We're like, dude, we're halfway here, man. We're halfway here because I'm in the game. I have everything set up just to find out that you're not going to load that plugin because it's out of date. That was crazy. So I stopped using his plugins, but got to give credit where it's due.
Yeah, I've said it 100 times. Like without Bajoljo's plugins, man, it would we'd pretty much be playing vanilla, minus the open IV modifications like our gun sounds, our realistic looking weapons, the vehicles that we get to use. We would just be playing a vanilla LSPDFR. I mean, it's just how it is without his plugins, man.
Yep. No, it's very true.
What about script? What's your favorite script? Like the one I told you about, weapon quick fast draw, and then you got like
Deadly
automatic
Weapons
siren
mod's
cutout.
awesome.
Deadly
but
Weapon is cool.
I'm gonna say one that no one's probably gonna ever think, but it's the original good old Spotlight script.
Oh,
Gotta have
dude,
it.
Yeah,
that is my
favorite.
That is my mod, dude.
Yes,
I love it when they took it from a plugin to an actual, what do they call it, ASI mod? Like they
Is it
actually
Alex
made
Geary
it.
that made that one?
Alex Guar. Yeah, is it? How do you
It
pronounce
might
his
be.
name?
Gory.
Something like that,
I pronounce people's names wrong.
That is
too.
the most underrated mod in the
Favignano over here
world.
knows what he's talking about.
Favignano, come on, dude. You'll forget about that eventually.
Yeah, that Spotlight
it
mod
is-
is cool. It's a cool mod.
It is the most underrated mod, dude. But I
use it every time.
I will not rebuild my game without using, and it works for a chopper too. So it's just great, man. Like it's great. It's awesome.
No, I agree.
Yeah, it works good
love
with the the Heli Assistance mod, the Heli Assistance plugin.
Yep.
Like you have to
that
have the
installed.
Spotlight mod for that plugin to work. So it's
See,
I
Heli
remember
Assistance
that,
always
yeah.
made me crash. That always makes my game crash.
I'm
Heli
running on an
Assistance
older
and-
version of it, man. I'm running on older because the newest version, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to upgrade now.
You
Because,
just said we're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed.
Well,
to run
I know,
older
but the
plugins.
only reason I'm using, I want to make this very clear for the record. The only reason I'm using an older version of Heli Assistance is because the new version, I can never get the helicopter to call in when I said dispatch requesting air support. It would never call the chopper. Now it does on this older version, which is one version before. But now the issue is that every time I'm calling the chopper, come to the pursuit, you hear him crash in the background into a tree. So I think that particular version is just getting like outdated, and I probably just need to get over it and update it and see how the newer one works. But the last time I tried the newer version, I just could not get the chopper to initiate a pursuit with his helicopter. So I don't know. I'll try
That was
it
a
again.
game changer though when it came out, because that was the only plugin that was doing a correct orbit. Around everything, because everything else was just default GTA 5 helicopters, which very, very incorrect flying. But on top of that, nobody else was doing what that plugin was doing. But then LSPDFR's new version came out, and then they added that built into the game. So
Yeah,
helped out.
it was definitely a game. I love the game changer mods, man. I wish that they would. I would like for them to have a plugin. I've always said this, to where we can actually pull the other, like the AI cops over. When you're running radar, you'll clock one of the cops, especially the guys on the bikes. They get on my nerves the most. They'll come flying down the interstate. You got the speed limit's 55 miles an hour, and these guys are doing 70-something miles an hour. I was like, I wish they would design a plugin where we could just pull the cops over and give them a ticket, because they gotta abide by the law too. So
now you can do that in RP.
yeah,
I love that when you
absolutely,
do
yeah. It happens.
Well,
it happens.
You couldn't in the server as a civ.
No, I couldn't as a civ, but yeah, I
Make
couldn't as a
citizen's
civ.
arrest.
Maybe I could do that. Maybe I could do that.
Citizens Arrest.
If somebody's, in my opinion, in RP, if somebody's driving like an idiot, a cop is, call it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
They're not supposed to be doing that anyway, so yeah, call it in.
Yeah.
Do you prefer FiveM over LSPDFR?
Yes. Only because of the flexibility of it as a content creator. You're just still dealing with so much behind the scenes. And a lot of people ask that all the time. They're like, oh man, I can't even give them. I point them to you guys. I'm like, here, these guys make tutorials on how to do this. You just have to do it.
Yeah.
It's going to take a day and do it. Then you can have it. But there's no magical button. There's no copy and pasting a GTA 5 installation. It just doesn't work that way, man.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, you just got to do it,
There's the
man.
beautiful Miss Gamer in the chat. Hello, love. She's
Jeffrey,
actually
you haven't done one of those tutorials for a while, the full install.
I know. I
Different
always
now.
just
I
do
think
like
it still holds up. I'm like, it's the same stuff. Go through it. It's open for.
Yeah.
Yep.
It hasn't changed much. Like, yeah, do it that way then.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and now in my videos, I just point them right to Benzo's website. I'm like, dude, that's everything. It's the one-stop shop. It has everything you need.
Yeah, Benzo.
Why would I try to replicate what he's already done? Like, and his tutorials are good. Your tutorials are good. Everybody's tutorials are so much better than anything that I'm going to just make out of the blue right now, and then put pressure to be like, oh, Well, I know what I'm talking about. Dude, I've been out of the loop for so long. There's so many different things you have to do now.
Yeah.
I was blown away. I was like, oh,
That's
man,
why we're here.
we
We're here for the newbies and we're here for the veterans. We're
keeping, you guys are keeping LSPDFR alive, though. That's the thing. Back when I was doing it, we were keeping it alive. You guys are now keeping those defibs on LSPDFR and making people buy GTA 5 just for that reason. There are people that don't like Grand Theft Auto, but they know they have to buy that for this mod.
Yeah.
So you have to remember that, like, you guys have literally carried the torch for a while now, and yeah, no, you're the kings of showing people how to install stuff, because the patience
that is a
you
huge
have,
compliment.
It really is.
Yeah.
and you guys have good patience, really good patience too. Like,
holy cow!
Hey, this is how you install something.
You heard it here. Dazzo, take care, brother. Thank you for everything you do, man. Seriously. And I want to thank you as well, Jeff, for the amazing shout out. When I tell you I shared that with everybody I know, the channel just blew up, and to have the Favignano family coming over to the Geoffrey Gamer family, everybody just mixes well, and we're all here for the same
group of people,
purpose.
man.
They really are, and the love and support on the videos, the likes, the comments, and Jeff sent me, and I'm so glad he did. Love the channel, love the video, love Dangle. A lot of your fans love. Oh
yeah, I knew that was
Deputy
gonna be
Dangle.
The thing that you do differently than what anybody else does is you have implemented RP into your LSPDFR, and the amount of work that it takes. It's like, it's almost like Mike Judge doing Beavis and Butthead. Like you're doing things and knowing what you have to do in you're improving off of yourself.
Yeah.
Hats off to you, man. That is so much work, and that's incredible.
It is a lot. It is a lot of work.
No one else is really doing that kind of stuff at the level. So I'm like, this is
FT Gamer 1200 Martin up in the house. What is up, Martin? How you doing, man?
That was the thing. It was just trying.
I will tell him,
Juice.
I will tell him. Yeah, I'm trying to let everybody ask other questions in as well.
Trying to stand, and it is a lot of work, and it's not a grind. It is when it's 3 a.m. and I have to edit in then it's kind of a grind because I'm tired and I just want to go to bed, but at the same time I gotta edit it in. But yeah, I think the weirdest part about that is remembering, because as I'm actually recording and I'm talking to somebody and it's okay, where did you come from? And excuse me, Jesus Lord. And it doesn't sometimes I don't go with the answers from like Stop the Pet and that. I might improv something. Oh, I just came back from walking the dog at the park. And then my guy in the game will
what
say,
up, Speedy? How you doing, man?
Cool.
Good to see you. Good to see you, man.
And then when it's time to take that video
good, man. I'm doing good. How are you,
video,
brother? How
chop
are you?
it up, put it all together, and then I got to go back. And
I will,
put in
Olivia.
all the voiceovers.
Because wonder how you did that if you were self-improving in the moment, or if you're actually doing that in separate recordings.
It's separate editing. I do it.
Oh my god, it's so seamless. I don't know how the hell you do that.
Yeah.
I've watched it and I go, how did he do that? I can't improv off myself.
Or literally the walking away from the microphone, the whole, trying to get it.
No, you trail off the edge of the volume. I notice all of that stuff.
But I don't trail it off. I really just take my microphone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like when Dangle's talking in the background, or when Deborah, his sister, was in a fight and you heard Dangle in the background going, kick his ass, Deborah,
Yep.
I was just away from my microphone, just yelling it, and it kind of just.
But that's the thing is, I think a lot of people don't understand that with RP. I think with if we can move into RP, because I love RP, but RP is improv, is all it is. LEOs is a little bit different because it's supposed to be, keeping it going, but it's still improv no matter what. But the biggest thing that I think that a lot of people don't get is it's not a roadside court. You got to have this law. You got to be you nail them to the wall because they did this wrong or this wrong or this wrong. It's like, it really is improv. And I see so many people.
I got you guys in the Discord link. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot about that. I'll get it right now.
Is to just go with what's happening. If there's some people that go, I'm not doing that RP. I'll get something else. I'll do a pursuit or something later. I don't want this. When that happens, you just shut off not only that person, the civ or whoever you're interacting with, shut their RP down, but you didn't let improv happen.
Jedediah, absolutely, man, absolutely, bro.
The more you learn to do that, the more you get amazing situations.
I agree,
People
man.
ask that
I
all the time.
agree.
They're like, "Oh, I'm so scared to RP, and I've never done that, and you guys do it so well." It's like,
I've really thought about live streaming tonight, guys. I've really thought about live streaming.
I did improv
because I haven't live streamed. I didn't live stream all of last week, pretty much, just like 2 days I did. But guys, I've been really sick, and I finally feel better. And I really miss you guys. I really want to live stream for y'all, man.
Having an interaction.
I might do some LSPDFR. You never know.
You don't. They don't deserve the RP that you're giving them if you're just shutting it down at every level. Like,
yep.
No. What I say goes.
And like you said, the improv is a lot more heavier on the Civ side than it is on the LEO side. And because like you said, we're just kind of we're kind of.
All right, Dylan, appreciate you stopping by, man.
We're kind of.
He said, "Go Chiefs." What up, man? Hey, appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Dylan, on his way out right there. Our channel sponsor right there.
That's why there's pit timers and stuff like that. Like you want the Civ to be able to have that fun of the RP. Like we could pit a Civ the second we start the patrol.
There's Manuel. He's got the Discord link as well. Thank you, Manuel.
Yeah, whatever. We could easily do that, but you want them to have fun and play out their RP and stuff like that. So
yeah, because what I always told our people in our OCRP group is that, hey, you can pit a car in 2 seconds and then it's over, and then go back to driving around and looking at fake trash cans the rest of the night. Is that what you really want to do? There you go.
Now let's chase.
So excited to have something happen for it to be over.
Yeah,
like
love pursuits. But I'm a huge. I love traffic stops. I don't know what it is. I love traffic stops over robberies and over pursuits. Just something about the traffic stop. I don't know what it is. I love initiating it. I love calling it out, the plate number, talking to the person, engaging that person.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Are they hostile? Are they cooperative? Are they cool? If you're cool, I'm going to let you go, man. Like, all right, let me run your shit. We'll get you on your way, whatever. It could be more of an educational stop than a fine stop, So, but I love doing traffic stops. That's my
unless you're dealing with Ricky York.
Yeah. What's that, Jeff? What'd you say?
I said, that's my favorite thing to do in LSPDFR is traffic stops. Although a lot of people don't like them, so you have to edit them up to make them interesting, especially with the reagent tests, and then now going through the CompuLite system. It's a whole thing that I'm trying to. In the beginning of the episode, I won't even put it in there remotely close. Later down the road, I will let it breathe, because you can let the video breathe, 10 minutes into the video. You can go, okay, now I could show CompuLite. Now I could show longer form things, because those people are here to watch the episode rather than people that are going to skip around or whatever. So if you just kind of eliminate the boring stuff in the first segment of the video, I think you're going to have a lot more people that are sticking around to watch it towards the end, or to give you a chance. It was so crazy looking at analytics. I had to learn some analytics, but intros are not a thing anymore. Like, having the crazy music and having your intro logo and all that stuff, that's a thing of the past. And you'll see your audience retention just plummet into the ground because people don't want that. And the biggest reason why is because when you're watching a playlist, how annoying is it if somebody's doing a 15-minute episode? You're hearing that thing every time, and they're like, okay, yeah, we get it, man. I don't need dubstep pushed in my ears right now. This is in 2012 and 11 anymore. And
did he really?
You're still getting that no copyright sounds just blasting in your face.
Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't see that.
Stop doing that. Just end it. Just go, hey, this is what we're doing today. There's no reason to be whatever. I'm not a call to action person for subscribers or likes. I think if you do that later down the road. And a lot of professionals in YouTube will tell you to not do that early on in your videos, because it creates this like friction between you and the audience member, because they're already on YouTube. You don't have to tell them how to use it, but 2, they just saw 12 videos before you of the same thing. And it's like that whole like, screw you, dude. It's like, I won't do HelloFresh or whatever everybody's doing all these sponsorships of, because at the level that I'm at YouTube, it's an incredible career. Monetarily, it's insane. It's so good. And that's just on Google AdSense. The whole mantra of, I got to keep the lights on, so I'm going to take this sponsorship, is absolute baloney. It's not true. It's lying, and it's gaslighting the people that are watching you. And to me, I'll only do product sponsorships if it makes sense for the channel for that reason. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to talk about shaving my balls with Manscaped. Sorry, just it doesn't really gel too well with my content.
You beat me to it, man. You beat me to it.
I'm not. I love their products. I own all their products. Had the
by
opportunity
the way,
to sponsor
everybody.
them. Yeah, had the opportunity to do it, but that's my personal opinion. I guess other people, it works for them, but I really don't think that you have to go to those levels to make it in YouTube. You just don't have to do it. And if you let things happen, the problem is everybody's bombarded with ads everywhere. And the only reason why I have a career is because people don't watch. They'll watch the video with their ad blocker off. And I wouldn't be able to do that if that wasn't the case. And so I don't want to bombard with them. Everybody's bombarded with ads every 5 seconds they walk around on, currently. Mm-hmm. I try to eliminate that as much as possible. We're here to play a game and talk and be stupid. I don't need to tell you about shaving my balls, man.
Yeah.
Good question. So do you think I should take music out of my tutorials? Because that's really the only time I do music is in my tutorials while I'm talking.
I like it.
Okay.
I think that there's something about a dry voice that will drone on. Music adds that little bit of flavor to it, but I think it's getting the right level there. I do like -31 to -28 sometimes on mine.
Yeah, something like that. It's
right in that, you want that bed of music to be there, and you want but you don't want it so loud where you're floating on top of the music like you recorded a song. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't want that. But no, having something back way better. I can watch somebody's tutorial way longer if they have a little bit of music in the background, rather than just hearing them talk.
That's good advice. Good advice, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cue Ball wants to know who is your. This is a good question, actually. Let's say just all in general, all around, whether it's LSPDFR, ATS, Flight Sim, whatever. Who is your favorite YouTuber? Who is it that when they drop a video, you're just, oh man, they just dropped a video.
That is a good question. That is a really good question because
Gaming for Life asked that question.
Okay. Yeah. The click through for me is always I gotta think of the channel because I don't. Well, I mean, I love Curtis Connor. I love him he's a comedian YouTuber. I don't miss a video by him.
Are you a big Patty Mayo? Is it Patty Mayo?
I haven't watched any of his videos.
Okay.
I
saw he was in your chat the other night. I was like, holy shit.
No, it wasn't mine. That was Ryan's.
Oh, Ryan's. Yeah, that's right.
Ryan,
you were in. Yeah, you were in with Ryan. Yep.
Yeah,
wait, Patty Mayo was in Ryan's chat. Is that what you're saying?
Said Ryan. Yeah.
Patty Mayo was in there. The real Patty Mayo.
The bounty hunter. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Wow, I was dope. Like, I thought because I was like, I know what he does, and I'm like, man, how cool would it be to do GTA, like do RP in real life? That'd be so much fun.
Yeah,
I would love to do that. I'm trying to answer this question, but that's a loaded question, man, because I watched so much.
Sorry.
And I had it off the top of my head, but one of the guys, his name's Programmer. He's a flight simmer, and it's just a dude that has his cat and plays his game, but he's so hilarious to me. And I think that's the thing. It's like, it's like, because I love Jim Gaffigan, the
I saw him live.
It's just everything. Yeah, but if you just see the guy in anything, an interview or whatever, you're just like, oh, this guy's just funny. It is what it is. That's what Programmer is to me. It's like everything he does is just funny to me. So that's that. I think that's probably the one I will never miss a single video whenever he uploads it.
Yeah. For me, it's Goon Squad. Well, I got a lot of, obviously, my fellow YouTube brothers and sisters always watch their stuff. Goon Squad is outside of the LSPDFR world and GTA world. It's a brother, the couple of brothers named their channel's Goon Squad, and I just, man, when they drop their videos, it's like, all right, I have to go watch this video. Great videos. They just rebuild cars and stuff.
Terry, weren't you the one asking me about the? No, it wasn't you asking about the ELS files. It was Tuck Man.
Yeah, Jim Gaffigan is
Tuck Man. If he's
funny.
around, man, if Tuck Man's around, I got
Rochester,
the ELS files from Connor. I finally got. He responded to me. I've got those ELS files.
We got this thing called
for the ambulance. If anybody needs,
if you ever come this way, you have to try it.
I've got his full consent to pass them out to anybody who may need them.
It's not for you if you're on a diet or trying to eat healthy or anything like that, but it's you know, mac salad, French fries, or home fries.
What's up, Matthew Coleman is up in the house of the channel sponsor right there. What's up, Matthew? How you doing, man? Emil Mo, what is going on, man?
Meat, hot sauce.
Hey, what's
onions,
up? Sending
mustard,
love from Norway. What is up, man? Appreciate you, brother.
Styrofoam container. And when you're sober, hammered, high, it don't matter what you are. This shit is so amazingly. And he had one, and he did a whole bit in his stand-up about the garbage plate, and he was like, who would eat something named after garbage? And Rochesterians would. And you know, and we love it. Like they're really good. Chat, anybody in chat ever have a garbage plate? They're so good.
I want one. You've told me about them. I want you to. I'll have to come up there sometime, and you got to take me and get me a garbage plate.
Oh man, I'm
a pretty picky eater, so I don't know. That would not be up my alley at all.
It would be something you would think that kind of the mixture of everything, but it's really good. It's really good.
Somebody in my chat named Juice GME said to tell you, first of all, hello, Jeff, and they've been watching you since 2016.
Hello, Juice. That's a long time.
And there was another one, too, Olivia. She had a question.
Was it a car pack? About the car pack?
Yeah.
What's Jeff's favorite car pack?
What's your favorite car pack? Yeah.
The current one I'm using is the Code 3 pack, I believe. I have it linked in all.
Code 3, is that the one by Ripple or?
It's Ripples, yeah.
Ripple.
It's Ripples, and then I have I just did a couple videos on Rabbit's Demon, and then the TRX.
Rabbit Development.
TRX, so
man,
great.
That guy does good work. Him, Rabbit Development.
That's up my alley, man. Christmas tree cars, I love them.
Yeah. Rabbit Development does good work, man. And Emergency Distributors does good work. Trooper 18, who
Trooper 18
also
Patreon.
Does good work.
Really
He's got a Patreon, and you pay so much for so many car packs, and this dude has like an unlimited amount of car packs that I've been showcasing in my live streams for about the last couple of weeks or so. I've been showcasing his cars, and they're just awesome, man. I love some when I get inside of a police car in LSPDFR. One of the things I'm big on is hands on the wheel. You know, I don't like to see the hands between the wheel. I don't like to see the hands outside. I want to see the hands on the wheel. I want to see a nice radar in the window, and I want to see a very nice partition right behind me with a shotgun and a rifle. That is, I'm huge on those few things. So
Jedediah makes good stuff too.
Jedediah does. I'm sorry, Jedediah, you're in my chat, and I'm talking about all these other developers. I'm so sorry. Jedediah does.
Oh, Jedediah.
Yeah, he does make good stuff. He really does. Jedediah, I will sport some of your packs. I promise. I'm so sorry.
The OG was BX Bugs 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Yep.
He created ELS, right? Didn't he create ELS?
No, that was Lieutenant Kane. That made
was it Lieutenant Kane? I could have sworn.
Which pack was you talking about, Jeff? With the one that Bugs made? What car was that? Was it a Crown Vic?
He had the Crown Vic. Yeah, he was one of the first ones that created it.
I
to that
used
level.
that. Yeah.
And then there's another guy that he did it with that did the 2014 Charger that was really, really cool at the time too. Yeah, that's taking me back a little bit. That's like, they've been around for a long time.
Yeah,
I don't think they do it anymore.
Yeah, the Vic that Bugs made, I still use that to this day because I'll take the vehicle, and then there's a parking enforcement livery that you can put with it, right? And in that parking enforcement pack, you get the livery for it, and you can also change the light colors to amber. So I'll do like parking enforcement videos or live streams or whatever, and I'll tell everybody, that's Bugs' car. Yeah, that's the BX Bugs. That's who it is that you guys are thinking about. But yeah, man, I've been using that car for so long. I love that Crown Vic.
Radiance,
it's awesome.
That was it.
Yeah,
Thank
Radiance
you.
5.
Thank you, Baskin. That's who. Yeah, not ELS.
I was gonna say I thought it was Lieutenant Kane that made ELS.
Yeah, I was thinking of Radiance V. How is it hanging with Bay Area Bugs? I mean, I don't want you to tell us any information that he wouldn't want shared or anything like that, but because he's another one of the guys. There was a few of them that I watched forever before I ever, and that was literally the reason I got a PC and started a YouTube channel was you and Bugs. So Bugs is another idol of mine.
Jeffrey 260, what is
it
up, man?
like?
Hey man, can you ask Jeff
just
what
when you're
some
together,
good
you're just a
advice
couple
to
of
starting up a
dudes,
YouTube
right?
channel?
I mean,
I will ask him that. I will ask him that.
Do you guys ever get noticed out in public?
Oh, we have a couple times.
Okay.
Breaks over.
We did it the
All right, hey,
before.
Jedediah, thank you for stopping by, brother. Appreciate you, man.
In person.
Appreciate
Ryan,
you stopping by,
had
man.
Never met anybody in person because it was me. Bugs,
Thank you,
and Ryan that went
Jedediah.
to Relics 24, and we ran into some people there. That was really cool.
Cool.
But
Bugs
yeah,
is
no,
pretty,
it's just
pretty down to earth, dude.
we've known each other for ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now
Y'all are
he
so
spends most of his
fucking
time just doing RP now. It doesn't record it; just plays RP.
Yeah, I haven't seen him post. Right? He hasn't.
No, he's been.
Has he?
Yeah, he posted a video a few days ago, I believe.
I know. I got his notifications on.
I think I was watching you guys back when you and Bugs were doing, and I might be wrong about this, but didn't you guys at one point before LSPDFR was a thing, weren't you guys like going to GT5 online and creating your own lobbies? And
Oh yeah, I was bringing back LCPDFR style
yeah,
patrols
and putting in the police cars and
in the death matches. Yeah, the custom death matches.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
On PS3,
Yeah,
PS4.
that was
Yeah,
way
3.
back, man. That was way back.
Was it PS3 or was it PS4? It was 3, wasn't it? Because I forget GTA 5's been out for so long. It's been on 3 and 4.
Yeah,
And 5. They're jeez.
been out for
But,
13 years.
No, it was
man.
PS3.
That's crazy because I remember
that.
watching you guys back then, and I got inspired by that, by watching you guys do that, and then I started creating my own lobbies, got some of my friends together, and we started doing that same type of thing. But what we did was we would just create our lobbies, and we'd put in, so many police cars, and we have guys play police cars. I mean, police, and guys that would play civilians, and that's kind of where that inspiration come from. So yeah, I remember seeing you guys do that a lot back in the day, and
that's what
watching
we
you guys.
started. Code Zero Sandy.
Yeah.
Don't say it like that in the beginning of the videos. So whenever that happened, we were like, I hate how you say that in the beginning. It's like, oh, well, shouldn't have told us that because that's going to be the thing now. And every catchphrase, or when we were with Code Zero, we had our group. Every catchphrase and everything that came to fruition with all that. It's like some people put on shirts and stuff today. That was all Zach Hausnacht. Everything. Zach Hausnacht. And he was the guy that came up with all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's just zany and just I get to go see him soon. But yeah, I haven't seen him in a little while. But yeah, I mean, like that dude created all this stupid phrases that all of it. I mean, the thing is like he didn't invent those phrases, but he made them into the catchphrases that we are known by.
Yeah,
and he did them all. He was the easiest. He was the one that could just make something stick forever, and then it's like good luck getting rid of that now.
Yeah.
So kind of like backing off of that, I know you said that you've played console before. What essentially made you switch from console to PC?
Just having the ability to mod.
Yeah.
That was it.
Oh, yeah.
And I've never looked back, man. Like I have a PS5. I've used it once. Like I bought the PS5 because I was like, well, Gran Turismo's coming out. And then it took so long to get one. It was like, nobody's playing this anymore. I can't even make a video on this anymore. I was like, you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I was trying to find people that may have had one around me, but I have a PS5 now. I didn't get an Xbox One or anything because I was like, there's so many people that want these, and I'm like, I'm just not going to use them. They're going to collect dust. I'm just a PC gamer through and through. Mouse and keyboard, man. And well, whenever I play, I just use a controller, but
yeah,
for driving. But then I set it down and I do everything on mouse and keyboard because you're so much more accurate with shooting and things like that on a mouse and keyboard. For me, at least.
See, that's what I heard.
Yeah, shooting and aiming is
use
more
a
accurate
controller
on
to
mouse,
shoot?
Definitely.
I am. Don't judge me, dude.
That's surprising that you can hit anybody with.
I can't. My aim
I mean, I do
awful,
too.
dude.
I still use a controller to drive and shoot. Absolutely. Yeah, I got. And we use this mini keyboard on the bottom here, Jeff, that allows.
Yeah.
So we use it for our. Mainly for our grammar police because I've got my grammar police set to my 0. I think Jeffrey does too.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
And your thumb's right there, and you got access, and you just push it, man, while you're playing. You got access to your grammar police right there. So it's pretty cool. One of the best little investments I think I've ever made.
I haven't used it much since I got my pedal, though.
I've got
the Stream Deck pedals were awesome. I love those things, man.
I'm sponsored, but this is not a sponsored thing, but it's the eSwap, so you can literally pull these all out and change them up to what you want them to be.
Yeah.
All your modules. And there's even one with like a little steering wheel. But
Oh, wow,
I
that's pretty
did
cool.
not like it. I didn't like it. It was too sensitive. I was like, nope, can't drive like this.
Can't pursue a video. I always thought about hooking my G29 up with the I forget the program. What's the program again that's used?
I think it's Gears that does it. Gears.asi. It's like
yeah,
mod.
there's a mod too that you can
For
throw in.
GT5?
Yeah,
it allows you to do direct input, but I'm pretty sure it's the Gears mod that still allows you to do that.
Manual transmission, is that what it's called?
That's it. Yes, that's the one I was
Manual
thinking.
transmission. Yeah, I thought about trying that just to.
But it's just
they changed the name of it.
Ask him about GTA 5 roleplay number 35, Civ Money Truck Heist video. That was the video that made me get into LSPDFR. That's what JT said. Amazing.
Which one was
people. It was number 35. You were a Civ and you were the Money Truck Heist video. That was their. Well, I don't know if he meant you or Civ, but that's.
Oh yeah, with the blue car
what,
on the front. I got you.
That
that's
said.
GTA 5 roleplay because I omitted the name of the group in the title.
Now you also had a prison escape episode too, right?
Yep.
Didn't you do a prison episode?
They're not that expensive, Martin. About $20, bro. About $20 on Amazon, man.
Like that.
Oh, I know.
$20.
I remember this one fondly because this is the one where we had all the cops were cheating and watching because this was the birthing of Jeff in it, was just hiding in a bush, which I did for a very long time, and I was gonna get away with it too, but they cheated and were using blips to find us. I remember that.
But they were
Ruined
stream
the
sniping
entire
you or
thing.
something.
It wasn't stream snipe. It was just the ability back then was you could do some stupid stuff in the menus. I remember that. Yep. But that was back like that was raw emotion. I remember that we were quite agitated with that scene.
Said raw emotion. Yes. Oh
Yes.
yeah. You've had that. Oh yeah. We've had that shit come out. He's all over the world. He's all over
the world.
There you go. Adam Halechko says, I love Jeff saying all over the world.
All over the world. That came from an iRacing video. And there was a guy, and his name was like Dino or whatever it was. I forget what it was. But he was all over on Daytona when we were drafting. And then he was just like screaming at us, and it sounded like his microphone was on the floor. We're just like, pick your microphone off the floor, blah, 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 blah. And we were just kind of trolling him a little bit. And that's where that came from. We were like, he's all over the world. That was me and Zach going back and forth with saying that over and over again. That's where that came from.
Steve is good. Turn up Jeff, yep. Nate. I'm sorry. Let me turn him up.
My wife is fixing to make me what looks to be a very delicious, huge Subway sandwich.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh, my wife can cook.
Yeah,
she can cook and make food, man. I love it.
Incredible. Made chicken parm last night. It was insane, and she made an insane hoagie. I was just like, oh my god, it was so good.
I love chicken parmesan, man. It's so good, so good.
Jeff loves his cheese and crackers too. Somebody shared a video. Isn't it crazy how people can share your shit and somebody did a YouTube short, and it's just a 6-second clip, and it looked like you were 3 sheets.
Yeah, I made that live stream
in the cheese and pepperoni in your.
Yes. I don't know. And
yeah, they're not that bad, Mark. Go to Amazon and type in.
We were having.
I think you have to type in like chat board for Xbox One controller. Just type in chat pad.
The amount of
chat pad for Xbox One controller.
So insane.
Dude, it'll pull it right. It comes with a little sensor you plug in. USB.
How did I manage to do it and then realize that I did
plug and play, man. You're good to go.
I don't know.
You might have to like update it or something like that.
The dude that
but I don't know how to do that.
Just look at him.
But you might.
You can tell in that moment.
But yeah, man, $20 on Amazon. Maybe cheaper than that.
And the reason why it's called it, I'm a huge Owl City fan, but I had.
Who had a question while somebody had a question
because I wanted to watch the video, watch one of the songs on YouTube. I was just like,
oh, did you Jedediah? Okay, all right, okay, Jedediah had to leave.
Went live. I have no clue. I don't have any recollection.
It was great, man. It was so great. We got East Bay Gaming coming through the $10 super chat. Thank you, brother. You are the true legend, East Bay. Y'all are the true legends, really. East Bay Gaming. He does some gaming over on his channel too. Good dude. Awesome dude. Thank you, East Bay Gaming, coming through with a $10 super chat, man. You really have no idea how much.
So Jeff, what is your favorite hobby or pastime? Not related to PC or gaming at all.
Oh, music. I've been a guitarist. I've been a drummer long time. Guitarist, bass, piano, singing, all of it.
Yeah, I love playing music, man. I've been a musician my whole life, man. I love it.
My Yamaha bass.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that Yamaha, man. Is that a 4 or 5 string? It's 4 string?
It's a 4, yeah.
Is it? You ever played a 5 string?
I recently got into, I played a 5 before. My baby is this one. My Mexican Strat from 2009.
Oh, look at that Strat, man.
Because I'm a huge David Gilmour fan and Pink Floyd. That's my jam.
Yeah. Oh my God. That was
I was
got
like,
the
I had
whammy
to
bar on
get
it
this.
too. Oh my gosh.
And you know, when I bought this had the, it was like almost, because it's a maple neck, it was almost white. And I was like, man, I really wanted an aged neck because they look so good.
They do.
But I
yeah.
bought this in 2009, so now it's naturally aged to that color. I'm like, it finally took this long, but there it is.
Now, is that just like standard pickups, or do you have like Texas Specials in them? Seymour Duncan?
Standard pickups. I use Guitar Rig 6, and it makes that thing sound like any other guitar. It's like,
yeah. Yeah.
It's so good.
Your amp is it tube? Is your amp tube amp or transistor?
I don't use it. I don't use any amps at all. I just use Guitar Rig 6 straight into the computer.
Oh,
so it's all
okay.
It's all amp simulation. So it'll make a crappy Mexican Strat guitar with standard pickups in it sound like amazing. So I was like, when I learned that, I was like, well, I play with my headphones on anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't need to have an amp. Because with a tube amp, you have to have that thing loud so you can get the actual sound out of it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not doing that in the house. I'm like, I just put my headphones on and get the same effect and then put backing tracks on and play along.
Yeah, them tube amps are, I got a PV Classic 50 tube amp with two 10-inch speakers in it, 2 15s or something like that. But man, that tube amp, man, that clean tone just sounds so.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my God, it sounds so good. It's got that old classic retro sound to it when you hit that clean tone, and it's cool because you can adjust you just got all your EQs on there, your reverb, your highs and lows, and you can adjust all that stuff, and it just makes it sound. Now I've got the remake, I think, of the '57 Fender Stratocaster. It's a Daphne Blue
Oh, it's a beauty.
with the white pickguard. And it's sitting right over here, and I still pick it up. I don't play like I used to, but I still pick it up. And one of my favorite musics to play is blues. I love just of all time.
Oh yeah, blues is
music,
the best,
man.
dude.
I'm telling you, man, I love blues music. I love it. Stevie Ray Vaughan, B.B.
Yep.
King, Kenny Wayne Shepherd. You know all them
Kenny
guys,
Wayne Shepherd.
man.
The original Blue on Black. Before
Yes,
it got remade.
yes, dude, yes. Yeah, them guys are amazing, man. Great heroes of mine. I love them guys.
I
man.
was very, very fortunate in 2015. I went up to Chicago. Me and my wife did, and we got to see David Gilmour live.
Oh,
for his
nice.
His last tour he did.
Yeah.
He was only doing those select cities. I'm like, dude, I don't care how much this costs. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was worth it. It was the best thing ever on the planet.
Yeah.
Like, I got to see my guitar idol live in person. He's 70 years old, still sang beautifully and still played incredible. And I was like, oh man. And then he auctioned off all his guitars.
Wow.
He retired and he auctioned all his guitars off for a charity.
Wow, 70 years old, still up there
millions
rocking,
of dollars.
Man.
Yep,
That is
70
insane.
years old.
That's like all these older like hair band guys, right? Like you see, and I see a lot of them
Def
that are
Leppard,
still,
man, they still kill it.
Yeah,
we saw
they
them
still
recently.
kill
So good. Sticks. I go see Sticks.
Do you watch Sticks?
Yep.
Yeah, good music. That's that you know that genre of music will never be back around. It's just something that'll always be alive, but I don't think it'll ever be back around.
Shinedown. Go see Shinedown. We saw them recently too. Like they're like, yeah, no, you don't get a lot of that anymore.
Mm-mm.
But to see Pink Floyd, most of Pink Floyd there live was incredible. Like this is the best.
Yeah, it's like
ever.
one big. They say his shows are like one big trip because of all the lasers
It is, man.
and everything
so
going
good.
on. I've never been to a Pink Floyd concert. I always wanted to go, but I just never had the opportunity to go. But
I never did either.
I have heard that their shows are like one big trip, man. So
Yep, it's insane.
yeah, good musicians, man. It takes a good musician to put on a show like that, and like Motley Crue, like majority of them guys are still. Now Mick Mars, he can't do much anymore because of his, his degenerative bone, whatever that is, a bone disease. He's like pretty much over in a hump now. Like he's hunched over really bad. So he retired recently from Motley Crue. Vince Neil, he's kind of out of shape these days. He doesn't really have the voice he does now. Tommy Lee, Nikki Sixx, they still got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of the older musicians out there, man, that still just rock it out, man, in their older age. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Love music. So that's the roundabout way to answer that question. Sorry there.
No, that's fine. No, absolutely.
What about a favorite game to stream? Like other than, well, no, anything. Like what, like to play or stream? What do you
Flight
play?
Simulation, 100%. Microsoft
Okay.
Flight Simulator 2020 is my jam, man. I got
There you
that.
go.
That and I love American Truck Sim a lot.
Yeah.
like stupidly a lot. I play that recently. I've been playing that the most just in free time. But now I can't stop playing Hogwarts Legacy. I've been playing that nonstop since I picked it up.
Game got a lot of flack. Why? Well,
Because of
actually,
J.K. Rowling.
yeah,
That's
because of
why.
J.K.
That's the
Rowling.
only reason why. But the thing
Comment,
is,
right?
you know, two
Who
quick
was it?
things
You,
about that.
Jeffrey?
Lover or hater, it doesn't
260,
matter.
48,
She got a
33.
generation to read books.
Yeah, what was your question?
I
bro?
I
You had a
never read
question.
books.
I'm
I
sorry,
read
guys. I'm trying to get.
the whole Harry
I
Potter
wanted to give
series.
her a chance to talk. I don't want to take up the
whether or
whole
not
show. You know what
that
I'm
is
saying?
whatever you
Like,
believe, I don't care. But she got a generation of people to do it. But it's such a big piece of a lot of millennials' culture that it's hard to be like, no, you can't play this game that you've been waiting for years and years to live in that world
Jeff, what is
and immerse yourself
favorite
into that world.
vid to make
So
in this whole
no,
YouTube
I've really
career?
been enjoying it. To me, it's been game of the year so
What's
far.
up, Greg? How you doing, man? Good to see you, Greg.
It's a dope game. I've never, man, people are just coming through showing the love tonight. Faden, thank you so much for coming through with that tip. I see Malik TV coming through with a $1 super chat. And a,
What's
and a
up,
bunch of
riding
people,
with
Colton
Antonio?
Schwartz,
What's up, man? How
Aviation
you doing,
T
brother?
King,
Good to
Noah
see you,
Davis,
man.
Thank you for the subscribes. I am still getting people coming to the channel saying Jeff sent me here.
You're at 15K
That's
now,
awesome,
right?
man.
Like you went from
Yeah,
like
we-
11 something K to
I had
15K.
11.6 the day Jeff, the day
That
you
is
did the-
awesome, man.
I had 11.6, and you were just talking about let's get him to 12. You know what I mean?
Yep. I just like here, you know, you can make somebody's day.
And it was just, I mean, it was within, 12 was reachable. It was hit like
Yeah.
2 or 3 hours after you even dropped the video.
I
So,
remember that too because I screenshotted the video. Said, "Look, dude," I said he gave you a shout out. I sent it to you through Facebook Messenger. I said you got to go.
Yeah.
But I think you were already watching the video anyway when I was watching it. I
got
think
his
you were already watching it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm
you
glad
know,
that worked out because like I've done shout out competitions in the past. Man, there's only like a couple that still do it. They just like they immediately just didn't.
What's his
they didn't
advice
do
on
anything with
starting
it.
YouTube?
So like,
Okay, I
lost
got you,
my
Jeffrey. I
passion
got
to
you,
do
brother.
those because it was so much work to go through so many entries and find people that were good and to give them that
What
spotlight.
up, Drake?
and
How
they
you
just didn't
doing,
do
man?
anything
Sup,
with it.
son?
There's a couple.
What's up,
that
brother? Have you
still-
talked to Chris, man?
still
How's he?
go
Is he
on to this
asleep?
day. But that's the biggest thing is like, you know, you can lead horses to water. You can't make them drink. It's to everybody else. Like I can give somebody a shout out, but they have to be able to do it. It's not automatic subscribership and automatic views. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't.
Yeah.
That's it. It's up to you to retain, you know, the minds and the attention and, you know, the entertainment of people that you know, want to come over. Like you said, and you told me that in a chat, you know, when we were DMing, you know, you can you know, lead the horse to the water. And I'll do my best for all of you Jeff Favignano's. Jeff Favignano's. For all you Jeff Favignano's, thank you.
Wrong again, didn't he?
No, that was
I
on
love it.
purpose. That was on purpose.
Okay.
I'm just busting balls. But no, it's Jeff Favignano, ladies and gentlemen. All right, please.
I don't
Yeah,
expect
yeah.
anybody to know how to pronounce the last name. It is a mess of a last name. But the thing is a lot of y'all use pseudonyms. They don't use a pseudonym. And unfortunately, I am the only one on this planet. If you Google it, that is it. Everything. And it's like, I didn't think about that. That's why people are like, oh, did you think you're going to become a YouTuber? No, I didn't. I used my damn name on my YouTube channel. I didn't think
Right.
about that. I didn't think about being anonymous. And, like it had like scary implications because we were living in Orlando at the time and we had like a legitimate death threat and the guy was like sending pictures of a knife. He's like, I'm gonna kill you with this, blah blah blah.
Really?
And, yeah, and then they were showing up at the house. They had found the house address. They were showing up at the house, and then driving off, and then all that. But we got the police involved, and the police didn't care at all. It was like, yeah, whatever, whatever. And then one cop, who was a younger cop, he was like, actually, Florida just passed a law on this. I'm going to take this case on, and we're going to do something about it. And the guy was driving up to Orlando from Fort Lauderdale.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was a kid. He was a younger kid, old enough to drive. But they were like, "Do you want to press the start?" They're like, "No." They went down there and they served him papers and scared the hell out of him. And his parents had no idea he was being an idiot online. So we've had like scary instances with that. So that's the downfall to having my actual name rather than a pseudonym. But it's too late to turn it around now.
Well, the more you grow, the more I've always said, the more you grow, the more they troll, man. That's just the nature of the beast in this business, man. You get people that's going to troll you, and you get the occasional
focus on the good.
You do. You get the occasional trolls that come in. They'll say something. You got moderators that'll bump them out and get them out. Sometimes you don't even notice they're there. You don't even see them. But then you get those one trolls that are just come back and come back and come back and come back.
I'm super transparent, and I'm not an untouchable person. So like when people say something stupid in my chat, I'm like, or in my comments, I'm like, you took the time and energy to write this out. You're gonna get a response from me. You're probably not gonna like it. And I don't care if you like unsubscribe from it because you're being an idiot or you're being hateful. I'm gonna be like, dude, you're a jackass. So
I'm so glad I'm not the only YouTuber that thinks that way.
I say that to people. People are like, how dare you? If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have a job and blah blah. I'm like, while that is the case, I don't care. I don't need your negative garbage in my life, period.
Yeah.
So I've learned that off.
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel
but
much
it's funny
better
how that
now.
works. It's either you either get a backpedal immediately. Oh no, I didn't mean that. Or you get the how dare you?
Yeah.
You are my puppet.
Yeah.
No.
You're supposed to be setting an example, yeah, but you know what? You're not supposed to come in here and be negative either and try to think you're going to stomp on us because see that's I feel so much better knowing that I am not the only YouTuber that thinks that way. I'm so glad, man. That made my day.
It happens all the time though, because but the thing is, I have a thick skin. It takes a lot. The thing is, it's easy for people to be like, oh, we'll just focus on the positive, not the negative all the time, and that is true.
Yeah.
But we're a human being, so you take this punch today, this punch today, this punch today. You'll go a month, 2 months down the road, and then one day somebody will say something. You're just like, you know what, dude? No. Now you're getting it right now. You wanted to do this. You're like, everybody has their breaking point.
Yeah.
And in 2019, I had a like my burnout, my YouTube burnout, but that was because I was doing 2 videos a day still at the time. Took no time off ever. And now I'm down to 1 video a day or about 4 videos a week now. And I forced myself to take the weekends off, but it took a very long time to get to the position where I could do that and then also stream on the side. So it's like, it's such a balance. And I this is my biggest advice to anybody that does YouTube. Like, you have got to take your time off from it because YouTube is it's a literal obsession with what you do. It becomes part of your life on a constant basis. You have to make mental decisions to go, I am going to walk away from this and not do anything and live your life, because it will consume every bit of you because you're so worried about it coming to an end. Everybody's in fear of it coming to an end, that it's a social experiment that we don't know what the long-term mental effects of this is, because we haven't been doing it long enough. It's like, it really took off 10 years ago plus, just a little over probably 10 years ago with the gaming culture and editing videos, and how fast you could produce gaming content is so quick compared to, say, a full on production, that we don't know what this is going to do to us in a long term. It's probably creating all sorts of different ADHD problems and all this other stuff. But because I definitely have those issues. But the biggest thing is balance. Like, balance your life and do it early on and catch yourself early on, because it can consume you and it will destroy you. I've seen it destroy people before.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. Because it is so time consuming. Just the all the recording, editing, and then just the thought process alone that goes into what video am I going to do today and how am I going to do it? And, you know, it's, yeah, man, that makes sense. You definitely got to take time off. I've actually had all of almost last week off just because I've kind of been congested and sick. Something's got me. I don't know what it is, some kind of bug, but man, just like having that week off, like, has been good for me, I think, mentally and emotionally and physically. But at the same time, like, I miss being here, you know.
Oh, yeah,
I know,
you miss it.
Yeah, you know, and then coming back for this week, I know it's going to be fresh ideas, fresh content. So it is always good to take that time so you can rejuvenate your mind and your body from it. So,
I mean, I chose a very difficult path in YouTube because, you know, if you want to grow in YouTube and you want to do something that people are really, really liking, you repeat it. That's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
But I chose a harder path. I was like, I'm going to be a various channel. I'm going to do a lot of different games or series or whatever. And you're taking your audience and you compartmentalize them into all these different groups. Like I have my ATS group, I have my flight sim group, I have my, you know, GTA group, whatever. They're all different.
And that's a hard thing to do, man.
It's hard, but yeah, and you're spreading yourself very, very thin doing that. But that's the reason why, like, I don't do consistent GTA 5 RP, LSPDFR. Like, if I wanted to get insane growth or have a lot of viewership, yeah, you can do it that way. But at what cost mentally? I don't want to force myself to play a game that, you know, I'm enjoying. That's the thing about having a variety, is that I enjoy every game I'm playing. Like, I look forward to making an American Truck Sim video. I've been looking forward to playing LSPDFR. I'm like, man, I forgot I have LSPDFR installed. I can make a video on that today. And I'm excited. I saw a new car or something. Those are very, very important things for me for longevity, because I've been doing this for 10 years now. And I've had everybody you can imagine telling you that, oh, it's never going to last forever. You can't do that. Or, you know, you should really think about a backup plan or do this. And still going strong, doing very, very well after this long. And to be able to produce consistent content for that many years, it's balance. And then on top of that is just, I didn't burn myself by drive myself crazy playing the same game over and over again, which happens to a lot of YouTubers.
Oh God, yes, it does. Yeah. You know, the FiveM kind of breaks it up. You know, I love playing FiveM. I love, you know, RPing, but sometimes with the LSPDFR, you're just, you know, and everybody goes through their, what I like to call funks, right? Everybody goes through a funk where I just recently went through one, and I didn't step foot aside from going live. When did I go live? It was Friday night. Aside from going live Friday night, that was the first time I had even stepped foot in my studio for 4 or 5 days. And that's very abnormal for me. I'm always every day in here putting in work. And so
we're all perfectionists too. So it's that's why I say it's obsessive.
It is. And you know, it shows, but you are proof. Are you proof without giving up, you know, specifics? Can you make a living off of being a YouTuber with what we do?
100%. There's no other career I could have chose that would be the amount of success that I've had from doing all this. Like not even close. Like airline pilot blew past like the salary of that, you know, over and over, and it's just insane. You're just like,
wow.
That's what people always tell you. They're like, hey, nothing's gonna last forever. Blah blah blah. It's like, I mean, that is something that I think everybody on YouTube is scared of it ending. So they're like, I have to grind, I have to do it right now, I have to get every sponsorship I can, I gotta make all this money. It's like, dude, you're going to waste 10 years plus of your life, and you will never even know it even happened. So don't let that happen, because the first quite a few years of my life doing YouTube,
hungry, bro.
When I went full time, was I'm never, you're not gonna get those years back with your loved ones. And
I'm sorry,
whatever.
guys.
You know, there's times where you're like, hey, I could have gone to a family picnic or something. I chose to not do that. I chose to stay home and edit, things like that. But, you know, after doing this for so long, it's just literally realizing when you're being too obsessive. And usually your significant others will let you know when you're being too obsessive. And they're 100% right every time, because they're unbiased.
They see it from the outside.
Yes. My wife tells me all the time. She's like, "You are very addicted to YouTube." I'm like, I know I am, because I spend a lot of time The way mine and my wife's schedule works, because she currently works at a factory called, well, where they build, I won't say it, but where they build water heaters, right? And she does a man's job. Like my wife is a small woman, and she lifts like, we're talking like, 80-gallon jackets off of these water heaters and sends them down the line. And between her schedule and my schedule, she comes home, she clocks in as mom, I go to work. And I just have my little one here with me during the day, my little 4-year-old. My other 2 girls in school, my oldest child is grown, my girl is grown. But the way it works, man, is, and that's the thing, like you were talking about, going back to taking that time off to spend, either for yourself or with your family, because the wife and I do not get a lot of time. And I think a majority of my subscribers out there know how that works, because, like I said, she comes home, I clock in. Sometimes I work during the day with my little one here. And her and I just tend to bypass one another sometimes, and but we take that time on the weekends where if it's just that one night, that one day that we hang out, we watch movies, we, do husband and wife things, we go out or whatever, it's important, man.
You always got to date each other, man.
You do, man. It's what keeps it alive, man. It keeps it alive.
Yep. I don't think I would be at the level I'm at without Nicole, because she's been like everything during everything and been so supportive about everything. She edited videos, she runs the TikTok channel today, and just does amazing. Like I couldn't have asked for anything better. Like, we're both hardcore gamers, we love it. Like, we play games together. Our number one game we play, I don't think anybody really knows that, but it's Overwatch. We've been playing Overwatch since 2016 religiously. Like, whenever we're not doing anything, we get in a Discord call together. We play Overwatch together. That's basically what we do all the time, if we're not watching something on TV or whatever. But yeah, I know that's the biggest thing. But she's always been the one to be like, she knows if I've been overstepping with, pushing myself. Like, there's times where I'm like, man, I got to do this, and I'm like, I'll beat myself up for taking a day off. And it's like, that's the beauty of being your own boss. You can choose to take a day off. And then when I was early on, I thought about, man, if I take a day off, I'm losing this much money out of a month. I know I am going to do that if I do that. So early on, when I started out, that was like a big deal. But at what cost, man? It was just 2 videos a day. I can't even imagine that. And there are people that do it. Like, back then, the algorithm wanted you to do 2 videos a day to be relevant on YouTube. Every day. Wow. 2 videos all the way through the weekends. This year was the first year I was able to actually start taking weekends off completely, like, for the first time out of 10 years, to make it like,
that's the dream.
Normal.
It's so the dream.
It is the dream. But also now, I didn't think I'd ever be at the point where I can make 4 videos a week instead of 5, and like that's the nicest thing about that. But now I'm like, hey, if I'm taking this time off, I'm gonna take time to start editing and doing what I need to be doing. Because I still think every video I produce is not good enough to what it could be. And I know, like, another editor could make it way, way better. But it would feel disingenuous if I did that. So I'm pushing myself to do much better editing and self-editing this year. Because every year you got to have that new goal. You got to be like, I'm doing something different this year.
Something. There's always got to be. So we got Benzo in the chat, by the way, Jeff. Benzo's up in the chat.
Oh, hello.
What is going on, Benzo? But yeah, that is a goal of mine, is to be able, because my wife does, as she does a lot of art. She works with stained glass. She paints instruments, ukuleles, and
she's great at it.
Yeah, she really is. And it's just been a dream to be able to just not have to go to work. Because, I've told you when we were on the phone, still got 40 hours during the week. And then most of my work comes early mornings, and it's always just been a dream to be able to just, be able to tell her, quit your job, do what you do what you want to do full time, which is, work on her studio and work on her stuff. And, that's one of the things that really drives me to wanting to get bigger, so that we both can just be home doing what we love and not having to go out and make other people clout and money and fortune and this and that. And, not saying we're going to have fortunes and millions, but, just if I could just be stable with my finances and be able to do this, I'm happy. You know what I mean? I'm not looking to, you know, drive fancy car. I do want to Dodge Hellcat, but you know, that's besides the point. That would be my only vice.
I want a Lancer.
That would be my only vice is a Dodge, which I think you're a Mopar guy, right?
Yeah, I have a Ram. We got it in 2017. It was the very first time we both ever had a brand new vehicle. It was brand new 2017 Ram, had 15 miles on it.
Wow.
That was it. And I was like, this is amazing. Never thought I'd ever own something like this. It's so cool.
You ever think about going to the TRX?
I have no reason to get rid of the truck. We don't go very far. We don't go very many places, and there's no reason to buy another vehicle. I'm gonna own it till I've almost got it paid off. So
nice.
Own it free and clear, and then I'll drive it till it dies. I don't plan on buying a new vehicle in the next 5 years.
And Dodges, man, you keep them. I have a Highlander, a Toyota Highlander, which also those things will last forever. But same thing. Never had a brand new car. Yeah. Well, we did. We had a Suzuki, but that thing was garbage. But this Highlander, it had 13 miles when I test drove it, and I leased it and then bought out the lease. And those things will last 300,000-400,000 miles if you keep up on them.
Keep them up to par. Yeah, I change the oil on a regular basis, tune-ups, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm so hungry. I'm so sorry, but I am starving.
Turn your camera off. Just joking. Salon Guy's up in the house too. Salon Guy's got over 1 million subscribers, and he's been a subscriber over here for a bit. He's a pretty cool dude as well.
I feel the same way as you do, Jeffrey, about the whole YouTube thing, and you know how I told you about, because like I said, Brittany works a man's job, and I want nothing more than to be able to tell her, look, I want her to have the royalty of being a stay-at-home mom. Every mother wants that, right? I know she goes to work because she loves us, and she's a good mom. She's a great wife. But I don't like seeing her go to work like that, you know what I mean? Because, she's my wife, and I love her with all my heart, man, and I don't like seeing her go to work like that. So the day that I can say, sweetheart, you know what, you can put in your 2-week notice, whatever you want to do, you can now officially be a stay-at-home mom. That would be like a dream come true for me. I do this because I love doing it. I love making content. But in the long run, my goal is for my family. That's the goal in the long run, is for my family. It's for them, pretty much.
Yeah. Yep. That's usually the main inspiration for anybody wanting to do what they do is for their family.
Somebody in my chat had a question about, they wanted advice from you, Jeff, about what it takes to start a YouTube channel, to have a successful YouTube channel.
I get that question a lot, and it's honestly just do it. Just do it. If it's something you want to do, but do it for the right reasons. Some people are like, oh, I want to do this because I want to be a YouTuber. Or I want to make money doing this. That's going to be a very, very difficult road for you, and you're going to break yourself mentally doing it. If you did it that way, I never had that. I was doing it as a hobby for so long. I didn't monetize my channel until I had 10,000 subscribers on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I all the way up till 10,000 subscribers, because I was like, well, now I can make, if I can make $800 in a month, I can quit my job and really try this. Because I was only making $9,600 a year at the airport. It was garbage money.
Wow, really?
Yeah. I did it because I love the airplanes and I love the job.
$9,600 a year.
A year, yeah.
That's
garbage.
Crazy.
Yep. And it was a huge pay cut from the previous, because they had gotten bought out, and they're like, well, we can go back to the ramp at $8 an hour. And I was like, nope, I'm quitting and I'm gonna go do something else. And then I came back to the ramp. It was like, well, maybe I'll get fall in love with aviation again and make me want to finish out all my ratings for flying. And then I stuck around there, and that's whenever I started doing YouTube, and it completely did a 180 in my life. But
absolutely, Big Jeff, do it because you love it.
People ask what the secret is all the time. It's literally the secret. If you know what law of attraction is, if you don't know what it is, it doesn't matter. But that is the true secret, and how things change for me so rapidly in my life. But the whole you know, how do you become successful? I don't know. It's something that you manifest and you make it in your life. But for me, it wasn't that. It was just like, I was just having fun with my friends. I thought these were funny videos. And I originally uploaded them so I could show them my brother or whatever. Most people start out doing that. Yeah.
It clicked. People started watching, and now you're, it's just because some of the comments. And now you're one of the well-known, you're just one of the well-known people in our community, our family. And, you know, it is such an amazing fucking community though, man. Like it really truly is. You know, the people that we have around, the people, you know, on both sides of the spectrum, the subscriber side, the YouTuber side, the developer side, just all aspects. It's, yeah, Salon guy, sacrifice, patience, and commitment. Yep. That's his secret to being successful with YouTube. He's another one that started from the ground up.
Is it, man? It's so much work.
Yeah,
like, it is a lot of work. But when you love the work you're doing, I don't feel like, today I get to commute, walking down my hallway, go have a coffee, and then go to work for a couple hours, and then it's the fun part, editing. You get to make it into an episode and all that stuff. That the only thing I do not like about YouTube is the uploading part, and then adding all the metadata and all the data you got to put in there. But the new check system drives me up the wall.
Yeah,
because I get so excited to release a video. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get this out. I'm so excited, and then you get hit with that roadblock. It's just like, oh, yeah, we gotta wait for like an hour.
Or when they say, we checked your video, it's all good, and then you put it up and come to find out one of the sounds that you put in your shit is copyrighted, and you're like, Jesus, you checked my video already, you bastard. You gave me the green light, and now a week later you're like, you were copyrighted strike there.
See, that's why I have an MCN. I still am with an MCN with Screenwave Media. I was with Machinima for a long time, and then I moved out. They bought out by who was it at the time? That's how little I care about it. But the company I'm with now is Screenwave Media, but they take care of all of that. I have licenses for all the music, Epidemic sound libraries, and all that stuff. But if there is an issue, they take care of it. And everybody asks, why would you give, a percentage of your income to a company? I'm like, number one, for getting a W-9. If you want to buy a house, or you want to do anything that, this archaic nonsense that we have to deal with, buy anything. If you want to deal with that in a way that they're going to understand it, you need to have these documents, because if they go, oh, I made this much money off of Google AdSense, they're going to go, well, I'm not giving you a house, or I'm not giving you a car. That's not good enough for us, because there's so much red tape that I had to go through when I bought my first house and then sold it just because of YouTube. And if you have an MCN, you're getting a W-9, you're getting those taxes, that company is reporting taxes to the IRS, and you're dealing with all of that. So it's a legitimate, business. Like I have an S Corp. So with an S Corp, you're getting tax breaks by having your S Corp, but you have to do all the required items to maintain it, basically. But it's not a lot of fun to deal with, that's for sure.
Part of business, though. I love Epidemic sounds.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I love. Well, it's what, $15. Totally worth it. The $15 monthly charge there,
and they've always got your back, man.
Yeah, 100%. When you here's a question for you. This is from me. I asked Benzo this question when he was on Meet the Gamers last week. What is the feeling you had when you hit that your first 100,000 subscriber? You got that check mark next to your name.
When I got the plaque, I cried for sure.
Did you? Oh, I would imagine.
It was such a life-changing moment for me. I grew up. Me and Nicole both grew up with absolutely nothing. Literally not. Like, we were just, when we were dating, I had saved up money to buy my little Saturn wagon, my beat up Saturn wagon. But we were like, there's times where we were like, we can't even afford to go. We can't afford dinner tonight. Like, we were like scrounging for 50 cents to go get a soda down the road.
Yes.
And,
yes. Preach.
All of that stuff. And now I'm in a position where I can help my my mom and my dad, which is like the best thing ever.
Oh, that's
we all
great. That's
awesome,
that is so
want
great.
you want to get to the point where you can help your family. And so like all of that, I'm trying to remember what the original question was now.
How did you feel when you got that check mark, that 100,000 subscriber? Benzo said it felt like a
It
weight
made it
lifted
real.
off his shoulder.
It is because you're trying to get to that goal. The biggest one for me was the million plaque. I was like, I can't believe I own that. And now I have my second channel had gotten its own plaque for the over 100,000 subscribers, and it's like I have 3 plaques now. When I started out, but what's nice when you get that first plaque, I was like, this is for you. Like, you had so many people that told you weren't going to ever make that. And then when you have that in your hands, you're just like, dude, this is crazy. Like, it's
shit on you.
nuts.
That's what you say, man. That is,
but when you get that plaque, it should be a good reflection of like, this is the reason why you're holding.
Look at Lee coming through, flexing that 23-month membership.
It's all about being you.
Hello,
Don't
Governor.
change into
What's
something
up, Lee?
else. And what?
Thank you,
don't
man.
Change into a Mr. Beast or whatever.
Channel sponsor right there up in the chat, and my assistant director, my Discord, my right hand man.
Not us tuber.
Thank you, Lee, for that long time love.
A clone tube.
Love and
It's
support,
you.
man. I appreciate
That's
you,
what
man.
it is. So when I got that plaque, it was like a
well said.
stark reminder of that.
Should do a
Yeah,
commercial.
exactly. I'd
That was-
say,
Man,
honestly,
I can't wait
I was
to
going
get
to say that was
plaque, man.
very well said.
You'll get there,
I
man.
still can't
I get to
believe
tell
that
you
you're
that.
here. I seriously, I still can't
No,
believe that
I'm
you're here.
having a blast, man.
That I hope I didn't go overboard that day that you came into my chat, and I saw the Jeff.
I had no clue that you wouldn't even know who I was. Like, I didn't care. I was just like,
Oh, what?
I'm watching a LSPDFR.
Yeah. I saw Jeff Favignano came, subscribed. I'm like, that's not the real. Well, I said it. That's not the real Jeff Favignano. And then I saw your name pop with the check mark, and I was just blown away. And
I don't ever feel like I'm any different than any of you guys.
I know.
I just don't. I don't feel that.
Yeah,
It's-
you
I'm
You
not
messaged
talking
me
to
that
dudes
night
like you.
too, Jeffrey.
Huh?
You messaged me that night when he popped. You're like, dude, Jeff is in my chat. Jeff.
Yeah. Dude, I was telling, I was such a fangirl that night.
He was crying.
I was. And after talking with Jeff, privately through DM, and when you called me, on a VC, and it was it was humbling. It was humbling, and just to know that you're a straight down earth dude like us, you know what I mean?
Man.
And that's what even agreeing to come on this this podcast that is just ran by a few small. Well, CJ's a bigger YouTuber than I am. He's got over double what I have.
Man.
But still, you got small fries, and you're still here wanting to kind of shoot the shit with us, and I think that shows an immense amount of your character.
It's all the same community. I like to talk to people that are into the same hobbies and things like that. It's what it's all about.
It's like a big family.
Yeah, a number of your followers or your subscribers should not ever affect that. Like, but there are people that do. Like, I got 100 people that follow me on Instagram, and they'll treat you like you're garbage because you don't have anybody on your Instagram. It's like,
yeah,
man, I know.
Who cares, man?
Yeah,
Who cares? Who cares? Right. Maybe they'll get a glimpse of you sometimes, but the thing is we're such perfectionists. You don't want to see yourself look bad, and that's the problem with social media and with even YouTube. Is you're editing yourself to not be you sometimes. And I had to take a step back from that. It's like I gotta stop like removing some things that are me moments, because there's times I'm like, I don't like that, and then Nicole will be like, well, but that's you. I think that should be in there. That's great. And I'm like, you're right. I let that breathe a little bit more, because I think we edit ourselves really, really harshly when we first start. And it's hard for an audience member to, or like a person that wants, like, the thing is, you're saying, hey, subscribe, and they don't know you, and they're like, I don't know if I trust you, or I don't know what you got going on, or if I can even expect another video at the end of the week, all that stuff. So I don't think, whenever you just always realize that you don't, you're not the best thing on the planet. I think that's the biggest thing about just being humble, and period is just, somebody else is going to be doing it way better than you are, so don't, I hate seeing that so much, where people like so obsessed with growth and all these things. And it's like, man, and they're like, I don't get it. I'm doing this and this and this. And they get mad. And it's like, they'll be like, I watch their channel and I go, dude, this, because it's absolute shoveled shit. That's the reason why no one wants to watch it. Now but they have the blinders on. They're never going to see that. So it's like, I'm always improving in my video. I try to improve, because I never think my videos are the greatest thing on the planet ever. And I think you just keep that.
What's up,
mentality
Chris
going forward
H
and,
is up in
you
the
know,
house.
let
Another
them
channel
people say
sponsor
that
right there.
something's
What's up, Chris? How you doing, brother?
You're doing it
What's going on, man?
But
Guys, I'm
I
sorry
don't
for not
know.
talking to
I
chat
don't know.
much.
That's
I'm
very
just
true,
trying to
Jeff.
let you guys
Yeah.
listen and listen myself.
I
I appreciate y'all
yourself.
being here,
Don't
man.
blame the
Lee, thank you
algorithm.
again for that,
So
man.
many YouTubers blame this algorithm. The algorithm is very simple to understand. It just tests your audience with other audiences. That's all it does. It just does that. There's no magical algorithm thing that you have to follow through with.
Yo, what up, Spider
It's
Gaming in the house? What's
like,
up, Shane?
Don't blame
There's
the
my old
algorithm on you
FTO
being a
and
crappy
FD right
YouTuber.
there,
I mean,
man.
that's the bottom line, and I see that happen so much. People are like,
What up?
"The
What up,
algorithms
Shane?
really
How you
hurt
doing,
me,"
brother? Good to
blah,
see
blah.
you,
It's like,
man.
no, you're just
What is up,
comfortable
dude?
doing the same thing over and over again, and everybody's
You thought you
over
was
it.
in Jeffrey's chat, didn't
Yeah.
you? Don't lie.
YouTubing's
Don't
not
lie. It's
for
just us
everybody.
here.
It's just
you thought you was in
it's
Jeffrey's
not
chat.
for
Where he said, "Hey,
everybody,
what
and
up, GG?"
I've
And
seen
CJ.
people.
I'm just messing
I've
with you,
seen
bro.
a couple of people
Nah, I appreciate you, man. I
and work and
appreciate
work
you, Shane. I'm just
to
messing
get
with
to
you, brother.
1,000 subs, and they get there, and then
I
you just
appreciate
don't
you,
see
man.
them no
Thank you
more.
for stopping by, brother. I
They're just
appreciate you being
gone.
here,
And
man.
it's like, my gosh, like you went through all
What's up,
that
NewMan
work,
Gaming?
all
What's
that,
up, Shane?
commitment to get to that
who's over the
1,000
house? Ian
subscriber
Story?
mark, and then
Is there an Ian Story in
poof,
here?
they're just
Did I
gone.
miss somebody? Oh,
I don't know.
I don't want to miss nobody. Ian Story,
I
if
know
you're up
it's
in the
not
house,
sneaky.
brother.
This thing has
Appreciate
not
you
been
being here,
accurate.
man.
It doesn't
Is
update.
Ian?
For
Oh, there he
squat,
is. What's
so
up, Ian? How you doing,
I
man?
might be taking it
What's
down.
up, Ian?
You got 25.672 million. Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, views. This 14,000 is actually, it's over 15. It just, I have to unplug it.
Yeah.
Plug it back. I don't know.
I was gonna
why.
say you might need to unhook it and hook it back into.
That's modern
that's
technology,
right.
man. That's what you have to do.
Yeah. Jeez, OP. Hey, what's up, Spider? How you doing, bud?
I always say, man, sometimes everything's just need a good reboot, man. You just gotta have a good reboot.
Yeah. Will we have a Bay Area bugs in the next stream? I don't know. I don't know. We kind of reach out to people. Sneaky Octo is Sneaky and
Just roll with it,
Angel
man.
and Crossy. They are some of the guys that go out and they look for the talent. In this case, Jeff just kind of popped into the chat and we pounced on him.
Oh, I don't mind.
And he doesn't mind because he's cool like that. But we are before we go, what would you like to say to I mean, you kind of dabbled on it for a second there, but I think a lot of people look up to you in what they do. So, a lot of LSPDFR
It is Cookies,
players,
Ian.
a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
American
Cookies up
Truck
there in the left
Simulator
corner.
players,
Yep,
a lot
that's
of Flight
him.
Simulator players. What would be your signing off words of wisdom for those folks?
I don't have any wisdom to give.
His microphone, your microphone, by the way, sounds fucking immaculate.
It does.
Man.
Oh, the Electro Voice RE20, man.
Is that what you're using?
Yep.
That thing sounds so good. I use the oh man, look at that. How much is that mic? Tell me.
400.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, they're affordable mics. And then I just use the Go XLR.
Yeah, I got the Go XLR, the Shure mic.
The RE20 is just it's a warm
so good.
mic, but you can also talk on it off axis. That's why it's in so many studios across the world, is because it's the most like robust microphone. It's a tank. I got this thing in 2016 and it's a beast. You won't have to change out microphone. It'll outlive me.
Wow.
It's a nice mic. Sounds good.
But parting words, just if you want to get into YouTube, do it for the right reasons. Don't be a clown, and you don't need to brand yourself immediately. I think that's the problem. I think a lot of people think they need to brand themselves. It's like, remember why you watch a YouTube video. Be a YouTuber because of you, and you don't put yourself into a corporate nonsense mess and expect the world. It's not going to happen. More than likely, it's not going to happen. So self-edit yourself. Watch your video. And a lot of people go, I don't like the sound of my voice. I don't like my videos. I get it, man. I do. Trust me. But watch yourself and then go, well, that sucked. There's times where I've watched my own video back and I go, well, that video sucked. I never released it. I was like, it sucked.
Good to see you too, Newman. Good to see you, man.
Yep.
What's up, Shiver Gamer? What's up, brother? How you doing? I'm good, man. I am good today. I'm good.
Also, just be
What's up in the house? What's up, pal? How you doing, brother?
Wow, right in the case.
What's up, pal? How you doing, man?
It doesn't take much. You know how many times I I leave comments on other YouTubers'
nice
channels, and it's always positive, nice things to say. If I have nothing, if I don't like a video, I just keep on going on with my life.
Jeffrey and
if people
Benny
just did that, I mean, you'd have way
nice,
less garbage in your comments.
Thank you for that, pal. I appreciate those kind words, brother.
And,
yeah.
I don't think mine's as valid as the next. I don't care.
Those are wise words from Jeff Favignano. Benzo says the RE20 is a forever mic.
It is,
and he's got it because of Jeff. He says
it's an incredible microphone.
I might have to look into it because it sounds really good. I mean, I'm running XLR. I just don't have
this is a dynamic microphone. You're on a condenser. I did condensers for a long time. Condensers are noisy. They're so hard to deal with. This is a directional microphone, so you can boost everything up in compression and in everything with that, and they're low dB by default, so you can boost them with a cloud lifter or something like that. I just run around with the Geo XLR.
I got same thing. I got rid of my cloud lifter.
Yeah.
Or the Shure mic.
It was too noisy. It was too noisy.
Yeah, there was a lot of clipping going on.
Yep.
With my voice, and I just got rid of the cloud lifter and went straight to the XLR, and it,
Yeah, but you got a Shure SM7B, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the sister to this. They're the same microphone basically.
But mine does not sound as good as yours. That's for sure.
Well, I don't. Well, this is it's a very warm sounding microphone. That's for sure.
Well,
I do a lot of EQ magic because I got a pretty mid range voice. I wish I could just turn off the effects so you could hear my.
You got the voice for it. You got the voice for YouTube.
Yeah, definitely.
The voice.
Yeah, you got the voice. That entertainment personality voice. Hey, what's up, Sal? How you doing, buddy?
I think I might start doing what Benzo does. He uses Audacity. Until I can get that mic, I might start using Audacity.
I think your microphone sounds amazing. Like your voice is good, and it sounds really, really good. I wouldn't change a thing, honestly.
Thanks, man. Well, I don't even. Like I said, I want the GoXLR, but I don't even use it. Like I use this. This is a Scarlett mic with the Scarlett Focusrite box, I believe is what it is.
Yep.
Goes in XLR, plugs up the PC USB, and it's like going from the USB Yeti mic to this Scarlett the XLR has, like, I can hear the difference, in the videos and live streams. So
nothing against those Yeti
mics. Noise
mics,
gate, man.
Yeah,
so it's noise gate. That's everybody's first thing they should be looking at is
100%.
How can I get a noise gate on my microphone so we don't have to listen to anything in the background? That's what most
my
people
old
are asking
studio
for.
setup. I had a Yeti mic, which those things will pick up
a gnat fart.
Yes,
yeah, no kidding.
And,
sorry, but they are trash.
And I used to be down in the basement.
He knows they're trash. It's okay.
No, I 100% agree with you right now. I can't even tell you what my noise gate on this one is. Like it's all the way up on the microphone, and then with my
that doesn't sound that bad for as far away as you are from it.
It really doesn't.
It really doesn't.
It really doesn't.
Because to get the sound, you scoop like I modeled my sound off of Sirius XM. And I do a lot of like the same style of EQ they do.
Your mic is by your phone.
Mics, but
nothing wrong with that, man.
You have to be on the microphone.
I have a HyperX mic.
When I'm recording,
do you have the one, Martin? Do you have the HyperX mic that you touch it?
My lips are always resting
and
on it. Like
when you touch it, it mutes it. Unmutes it by touching it. It's got a lot like a red light in it.
You get the most out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always sit back here. So.
I started with the Yeti though, and for starting off, it was the best bang for my buck. But it would pick up my kids because I'm upstairs now. But you go back and watch some of the earlier Meet the Gamer episodes, you'll see like with a bunch of red and black foam behind me. That was down in the basement, and my kids would run across the floor, and you would just hear it.
I remember that.
Doop, 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 doop. Yeah, or Jenny sometimes would vacuum the floor, not knowing that I was either recording a video. So there were times where I'd be like, all right, do you have your license registered? And then I'd wait, and you would just hear the vacuum just go across the floor. And then she'd stop to do something, and I'd be like, all right, can I see your license registration proof it? And I'm trying to rush it because I know it's going to kick back on in a second.
Yep.
But Hash, listen, man, I was a huge fan of the Yeti mic. He said, don't you go talking bad. I sent Hash my old microphone, my old Yeti.
Oh, did you send it to Hash?
Yeah, I sent it to Hash. Yeah. And he loves it. And like I said, when you're starting out and you don't have the $300, $400, $500 to get an XLR, a condensed mic, or a the Yeti is it's like I said, the best bang for your buck, you know.
I started
and it'll
with the
get you
Turtle Beach headset. A Turtle Beach headset Xbox.
With the mouthpiece, yeah.
Yes,
with the mouthpiece,
that's what I started with an Xbox One X and a
Yep.
Windows 10 PC that would connect that Xbox dock wirelessly, and the quality was terrible. The audio was terrible, but you know, you got to start somewhere, man, and to see to see what the subscribers have put here in the studio now, opposed to back when I first started in 2018, is just beyond anything that I ever dreamed of, and it's pretty amazing. Like, we're just all a family here, and I'm really glad to see Jeff come over and be a part of that community. I think it's pretty amazing that, because I think it's really huge when the bigger guys come over and look out for the smaller guys in the community, and we can just all be a community, man. I think it's pretty awesome.
Yep.
Everybody here looks out for each other, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Fester. I appreciate you, brother. We are going to wrap it up. Super Bowl starts in 30
Man,
minutes.
has the time already passed by? Oh my gosh, it has.
It is. Dude, that
Jeez.
2 hours went by quick as heck.
Whoop, just like that.
We will be live later on in a few hours on SLRP. Again, I want to thank everybody from Jeff Favignano's family coming over here to our family and just kind of just clicking and just having just a wonderful time. And Jeff, I want to thank you for not only inspiring me and a bunch of other people to do
hashtag
what they
#1 African fan.
love
Look at
to
you.
do and
Look
you
at
know,
you,
to become
Emmanuel.
YouTubers, to
Love you,
become a
brother.
gamer,
You're awesome,
or even
dude.
just to put them on to LSPDFR.
Stay clear
right?
of youths. They are terrible.
For taking the time to come over here.
Oh, Tap at the Pulse.
and
Nice. That's the one you
have a
got.
chat
Nice,
with us.
dude.
That 2 hours went by
HyperX is
really,
nice.
really fast.
It really did.
Yeah, it did.
So that
And
was
also got to thank G17, man. I don't think they ever get enough credit. We would not be able to do anything we did without them ever creating this stuff.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt.
G17 Media.
Yep, without a doubt. So, and of course, thank you to the production staff of Meet the Gamers for
Yep.
getting Jeff set up and everything like that. Great group of guys.
Awesome. They're always on top of it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I met Angel and Sneaky, I think is.
Yeah, Angel and Sneaky.
Yeah.
Great guys,
Yep,
great guys.
they're
And
awesome. Yep.
Crossy was in a training for the server, so
Gotcha.
but he'll probably pop in. So yeah, dude. Yeah. So thank you so much for coming on. It was an absolute fucking honor to have you on the
It
show.
was,
An absolute
man.
honor. You're
Absolutely, man,
legendary,
anytime.
whether you agree with it or not. You are legendary, and
Yeah.
we loved having you on here, man. Great company, great conversation. So
And you're always welcome to come
everybody-
back anytime you want, man.
You
yeah,
got
you-
it.
yeah, you've got the VIP, which allows you to just pop into the live studio whenever you want. You can show crash whenever, just come right in. I don't want to say show crash anybody's show because that's kind of rude to
No.
say for other people that are coming on the
No.
show. So
I wouldn't do that anyway.
yeah. So yes, thank you everybody for tuning in. Huge. We just hit 200 likes. That's a record. 213 was the record, but still 200 likes on the stream. Holy cow. Great big shout out to Jeff Favignano, Criminal Justice, Gaming with Cookies. Always a pleasure doing a show with you fellas.
Absolutely, man.
Until next time, everybody, take care, stay in prayer, love one another, and peace out. We'll see you all on the next show, and we'll see you later on SLRP. Later, everybody.
Later, chat.